This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Jeff, what are you doing September 22nd through the 24th?
I'm going to the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Hobie listeners, Cincinnati Comic Expo returns to the Duke Energy Convention Center September 22nd through the 24th, 2017. Great guests include Greg Capullo, the artist from Batman, and, just announced, John Ratzenberger. Yep, Cliff Clavin himself. So get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com and come party with Hobie and Cliff Clavin and Greg Capullo. More artists and guests will be announced on Cincinnati Comic Expo on Facebook. Get your tickets now.
Alright. It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that sucked. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote
And all
scripts.
right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 170. I'm Jason,
I'm Jeff.
and there's no Blake this week.
No, Blake is doing his duty, serving the country, so...
His civic duty.
Sure.
Is it civic duty?
I don't know.
Okay, he's in jury duty. Not really. So Blake will be back in a couple weeks, but this week we got Scab Jeff here. Welcome, Scab.
Thank you, thank you.
And we got number one fan Doug. Welcome, Doug.
Oh,
Welcome.
thank you, thank you. Glad to be here.
Last time you were here, you were coughing up a storm, and you left.
Scab Jeff was here too.
Yes.
Now we're both back, and Blake's gone. I think he's avoiding us.
And you're healthy, and Jeff, Hobie Jeff, is sick.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here in the corner by myself so I don't infect you guys.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, cold or
Oh, okay.
flu or something.
You could have just skipped, we had...
No such thing as skipping unless I'm hospitalized.
That's true, unless you have furry rabies.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting. It would have just been Scab Jeff, number one fan Doug, and me. That would have been a scary episode.
Yeah, I can't let that happen.
God, no.
But isn't my job as Scab to take over for you when you're sick?
Yeah, something like that.
You would think.
I don't want to lose my job, so I have to come in here when I'm sick.
You know how to work that soundboard.
Poorly.
Yes, but you know how to use it. Yes, so this week, can't see over here. It's a lack of light. What's going on over here? Let's see. Nothing really going on over here for me. You want to do up down? You want to do up down?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can
Okay.
start.
My up this week is going to be Tony Romo becoming a announcer on CBS. And the reason why is it gets that fucking hack piece of shit Phil Simms out of the booth.
Well, Jim.
You know, Jim, don't be making fun of Chris Sims, my son. He's a hell of a quarterback.
So he's actually replacing Phil Simms?
Yes.
Then? Oh, that's
they
great.
don't know if he's going to be fired, or they're going to release him, or they're just going to move him down to
Bump
a
him
two
to
or
a lower tier.
Yeah. But Tony Romo has now officially become the number one guy at CBS. With Jim Nantz, is it?
Yeah, Jim Nantz.
Okay. Do you like Jim Nantz, Doug?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind him.
No.
Better than Joe
Without
Buck.
Phil Simms, I mean.
Oh, Phil Simms is awful. And every single time, well, here, I'm a quarterback. I play for the Giants. Let me show you what's going on. Nobody fucking cares, Phil. We're worse than John Madden. So that is my up that Tony Romo took his job.
He's a lot worse than John Madden.
Phil Simms?
Yes.
You would prefer John Madden to Phil Simms?
Yes.
Wow. I think Phil Simms was in one of the Madden games as an announcer, and that's why I couldn't get it a couple years ago. That was one of the reasons. That, and I just didn't buy
Right
one.
wouldn't let you.
Well, maybe that could be it, too. That could be the bigger issue. Damn it. Scab, Jeff, what's your up this week?
I just saw the first season of Hap and Leonard, and I really enjoyed that. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't even heard of it.
It's a IFC original.
Do they sing and
TV show.
dance?
It's like it takes place in South Texas. I don't know if it's modern times or late 80s or something. It's kind of timeless because they don't have technology in Texas anyway. Oh,
Like
wait.
now?
That's Alabama, isn't it?
Yeah, Alabama is the one we can insult. Nobody likes us in Alabama.
Texas, they'll come up here with guns.
Yeah, in Texas, actually, we have a fan base. Let's calm it down there, okay, Scam Jeff?
But it's kind of like a Western type of thing. It's I don't even know who the actors are in it.
Okay.
I've seen them before, but
What's it
There.
about?
they're kind of out of work field workers down in Texas, and the Mexicans are taking over their jobs, and then this opportunity. And then this opportunity comes up where a bank robber's car had gone into a river, and somebody knows where it is, but they don't know the river well enough to know. But Hap knows the river well enough, but he'll only go if Leonard goes, and it's.
Is it like Of Mice and Men similar?
No, it's more like a crime. Things
simple-
start going. Yeah, it's like
Simple
a simple
plan?
plan. It's
Okay.
like a simple plan.
I'll give you that. Okay.
You find this money, things start going wrong.
Did anybody go back like 16 hours later to give a dying guy water? Oh, what was
That
that
was
movie?
No Country for Old Men.
Yes, stupidest reason. The guy's dead. Why are you going back?
Guilt.
No,
I'd have gone. I wouldn't have gone back, but I would have wished that I had gone back.
you would have done it, but you would have wished about it.
Oh no, he would have done it.
Just taking the money.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, you would have gone back for the water, though.
I would have wanted to be the guy who went back for the water.
But you wouldn't have.
Like I want to be Morgan, but I am Dale from The Walking Dead.
Gotcha. Okay. Fuck Morgan.
I like Morgan.
What a fucking
I like
whine.
Dale, but Morgan is the.
Morgan's fine
The
if he actually
badass.
fucking fights. I'm so
No,
tired.
no, that's his thing. He doesn't.
No, he fights and then he doesn't, and then he fights and then he doesn't. No one cares. It's like Carol. Doug, what do you think about Walking Dead?
I've never seen an episode.
Good. So you can still give an opinion, though.
Oh,
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Good job. Thanks, Neil. Doug, what's your up this week?
Pandora, the world of Avatar. 60 days from today, I'm going to be in Disney World. Today, I got my fast passes for both rides at Pandora.
They only have
So-
2 rides,
Yeah, there's only 2 rides.
Well, it doesn't sound worth it.
but they built this whole thing. There's,
No, it's like the Harry Potter at Universal. You think it's a huge park, and it's really just a section of the park. Yeah, it's not
With a lot of shops and stuff. So, you can
so it's
spend
like
money.
it's in Animal Kingdom, right?
correct.
Okay.
And both rides are in the same building.
We're going to blame James Cameron.
So
Possibly.
Disney started doing this and thought, crap, we're committed, but
I think so.
yeah, we'll start making cuts now.
Do you think?
We bought Star Wars, let's make cuts.
Right.
Thanks, Jim. We're going to go to this now. Are you excited? Are you going to be there the first year for Star Wars Land?
I hear they're jacking the prices up for that.
Well, of course, I would too. They paid $4 billion for it.
Yeah, but they're saying on top of the regular park cost, you have to pay like $95 extra just to get into the Star Wars Land.
Might be worth it.
I
No.
don't know about that.
It would not be worth it.
Well, the thing
Well,
is,
like that's just for the opening season. I think after that they're not. But
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll wait till the following
following
season
year,
then.
yeah, wait till like 2020.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
they raised ticket prices saying, hey, we have to pay for all this. Mm-hmm. So now, once it's built, they'll say, hey, we have Star Wars Land. We're going to raise ticket prices again.
I like how they're trying to justify they're the tough middle class people.
No,
You
they're
know,
not away
we
from
need
it.
we need money. No. We need money to build this because we're Disney and we don't
Right.
have any money. Wait a minute.
They don't want to pay for anything themselves.
Well, I don't blame them, but
want sponsorship.
Yeah, just like Jurassic World.
Did you believe selling out for sponsorship?
Yes.
This episode is sponsored by Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through the 24th. Thank you. Anyways, so it's kind of like Jurassic World when they named Verizon or Sprint bought the rights to the dinosaur, the Indominus Rex. You liked Jurassic World, Doug, so that's why.
That was a horrible show.
No, it wasn't.
It was horrible.
Anyways, so are you excited about Avatar Land?
No, I don't
Okay.
care. We'll go just to get.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't really care.
Since you've been to everything else in the park, you might as well see the new stuff.
This wasn't my idea to go this year. We were supposed to be going to the Rocky Mountains. My wife screwed that up. Then she's like, well, we can just go to Disney.
Will we be going to Star Wars Land when it opens the first year?
Oh, I have no idea. I would guess, but who knows?
Okay. I'll be there. That's all I'm saying. So, Jeff, what's your up?
I suppose my up will have to be the same as it is every year at this time, as baseball season started yesterday, opening day.
Okay.
Even though our team is going to be shitty all year long,
It's still shitty.
It's still opening day, and I'm still going to cheer for him.
Was it the first pitch that they hit a home run off of?
Yeah, but it was the first batter. He went 0-2, and then ended up going 3-2 before he hit the home run.
The Reds are not looking good this year, people. We didn't think they were looking good in spring training, and they're in a rebuild mode, so we'll see how that goes. Scott Feldman, he was our starting day pitcher.
That should explain exactly where this team is.
He was only the third worst starting day pitcher ranked by Yahoo yesterday.
Now, was that starting pitcher?
Opening day pitcher.
Okay, because the three guys in Atlanta who all pitched the 7th inning were worse.
Who was it?
I don't know who they were.
John Rocker?
No, John Rocker has not played in years. But the three guys in Atlanta have like a 38 ERA, an 80-something ERA, and an infinity ERA. That's when the Mets won 6-0. They scored all their runs in I think it was the 7th inning. And
I will get you so opening day is yours.
yes, opening day is mine.
What is your down?
My down's being sick. It fucking sucks balls.
How long have you been sick?
I probably started around Sunday.
Ugh. You just feel achy?
Coughing and
Congested.
starting to get a fever. Not congested. That's it's weird. I can't, it's not a whole lot of phlegm or anything, but it still makes me cough.
Ugh. And you decided to come here and infect us.
I did.
Thank God Blake's not here. He'd have a fit.
Yeah, you would. Not doing that. Woo.
Don't tell him he's using his microphone.
Oh, and he's licking it. He's licking it all over. He's not. Please, I don't want to complain.
And the thing is, I'm doing exactly what I'm blaming my boss for doing to me.
Oh,
Well, it's a little different, though. He came in when he wasn't even supposed to be there, told us all while we were eating lunch that the doctor said he had the flu, and then hung around with us during lunch, and then left.
well, maybe he just wanted to be social.
Yeah.
Rankings of the opening day pitchers. Scott Feldman, just to let you guys know for baseball. Feldman, this is for Yahoo. Feldman feels like the third best option in an already weak rotation. Well, that's a positive. Number 29 for the Warriors, Ricky Nolasco.
Nolasco? I didn't know he was still playing.
Neither did he. Another somewhat surprising decision. He did fairly well with the Angels last season. But yeah, he's starting for again. He posted a 5.43 ERA 2 years ago, so he looks like one of the least effective starters in Major League Baseball. And then I'm not even going to try to say that first name. Chacin, Chacin is the last name. Chacin, yes, that's what I said. For the Padres. It's going to be a rough go for San Diego this season.
Yeah, if anybody's going to make the Reds look good, it's going to be the Padres.
He was determined to be the best of the bunch despite posting a 5.80 ERA last year, getting released, and then demoted to the bullpen by the Angels last season. He will be followed by Clayton Richard and Jared Weaver during the opening season.
Jared Weaver's still in baseball?
I can't believe that either. I thought he quit. So yeah, that is the worst.
But then again, we have Bronson Arroyo back. So.
I like Bronson.
Well, I like Bronson.
At 40?
But I'm not going to sit there and complain about all these other guys still being in the league when Bronson's in our rotation. So
Clayton Kershaw is the number one guy for best for it. So I'll just let you guys know. Doug, what are you down on?
What was I down on? Network superhero shows. Arrow, Shield, Flash.
Wait. Gotham?
I'm not caught up on that yet.
Oh, okay.
I usually wait till after the season and catch up on that. And that's not a superhero show. That's a police show.
Okay, you're right.
Of course, I did see something where they're turning him into Batman soon.
Yeah, well, of course, because they're like, oh, we need ratings. Let's put it in.
And that could be the point where it goes bad.
That could be. But
Goes bad?
Arrow I thought has been...
It wins floppies all the time.
Four-time
That's right.
floppy winner.
It won a floppy. Scab Jeff did it.
Arrow I think's been horrible this year.
I'm 7 episodes behind,
It's-
and I'm going to actually catch up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when I have the choice, I'd rather watch The Flash.
I mean, I'm one where I'll stick with something and That's why I still listen to this crappy podcast. But
Thank you.
but Arrow's really been tough. And then Shield. Have you seen? Are you?
No, I've actually have stopped watching Shield.
So
They haven't had any new episodes lately.
tonight. Tonight's the first night.
Okay.
But they had Ghost Rider. They had the Life Model Decoys, which are okay. And now we're going into something where it's basically all not real. They're all in the framework, so it's all. So it's like you see, was it Melinda May working for Hydra? Well, no, that's just in the fantasy world she's living. It's like, I don't care about that.
I do. I'm looking forward to the
Really?
fantasy world.
But it's not real.
Yeah.
So what's the? It just seems to be a waste of time.
Well, it's a filler episode or story arc. They do that in comics all the time.
Well, they do that.
But I'm not looking forward to it. I'll watch it, and I like Shield. I don't
They
know.
said it's on the bubble this year,
Yeah.
if it's going to get cut or not. Still,
Well, where's the Inhumans going? Is that ABC also?
Yeah.
Or, okay, so that would be.
but they said they expect it will probably make the cut because you have Inhumans for 12 episodes, I forget what. So they said they think they're going to do Shield, give it one more year to find, and then do Inhumans.
I think a lot of the problem is even with like Flash and Arrows, the seasons are just too long.
Oh, they are.
It's just we got to do something.
If Jessica Jones taught me anything, is you do 12 episodes, 13 episodes, or 5, and it's a great season. Great season.
You haven't even gotten to the good parts
Shut
yet,
up.
Jason.
Shut up. The Flash did say they will not have a speedster as the enemy next year. You know why? Because I'm the fastest man alive until next week.
Except for this guy and this guy and this guy.
And this woman.
This girl and then Kid Flash.
And then this woman again, and then this girl.
Yeah.
And then Grodd comes in, and then this guy's fast.
But Grodd wasn't fast.
That's true. He's just strong.
Yeah.
So why can't networks do superheroes, but like Netflix and FX, they do it great. Like,
I think there's a lack of
fantastic.
limitations.
But what did they do in Daredevil that they couldn't do on
More
network?
violence.
All the violence and the...
I guess season 2, but
I think the shorter season though too.
I think
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
telling a compact story.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing a larger
What,
Shield, I'll
22?
give it credit though because I haven't seen it, but I've heard about like they're doing shorter episode arcs or season
shorter arcs, yeah.
I have no issue with that. That's
No,
actually
that's
not a
good.
bad idea.
It worked. Yeah, like I said, they've already done 2 arcs this season.
Arrow is the issue is that you have one big baddie every season. When Vinnie Jones was Brick, he
Yeah.
should have been in there for 5 episodes, 6 episodes. Move on to the next. Just keep switching. And
Okay,
that was,
but Arrow has a guy named Mad Dog.
wow,
really?
Yeah. And can we stop fucking doing the flashbacks? This is the last season for flashbacks, they said.
That it hasn't been too.
They're doing
good.
flashbacks this season? I haven't watched it this season.
I'm 7 episodes. I got Kate Cassidy is coming back next season. Spoilers as the
Yeah, Bad Canary. or
from the
whatever.
other, but
Yeah.
she's a full-time cast member next year.
Is that
Well, she left and now wants to come back?
Yes, she's coming
God,
back.
Quit doing that.
It's David Caruso from NYPD Blue? Hey,
Well, if
there's
you-
not a lot of acting jobs out here for me.
Well, she wasn't a good actress to begin with. I mean, at least bring like Roy Harper back if you're going to be bringing someone
Yeah,
back.
is he back this year at all?
No,
Damn it!
I think you might have been in one episode of
He
that.
just got engaged. Congratulations. Good job, Roy. Not Roy, but the guy that plays him. Jeff, where are you down? Scab, Jeff, where are you down on?
can I give 2?
Sure.
Because I'm really pissed off about 2 things.
Okay.
I thought I don't think it's a spoiler, but the season finale of Walking Dead was the crappiest piece of shit Walking Dead that has yet been
you.
shown.
Fuck you.
It is.
Can I intercede here for just a second?
Please.
Listen, I don't watch it. I don't know anything about it. But all season, all I heard Jason and I don't know if you just different people on bitch about how terrible the season is. Has it been good? I mean, is it?
There's parts like the Kingdom, like that little subsection. I love the Kingdom. I like watching it. Rick's group I could care less about at this point. Kill him. I don't care. And Negan I like, but and it's the same thing. They went from 6 episodes the first season, then they went to 13. Okay, fine, no issue. Then they went to 17 and 18, and now it's like way too many episodes.
Oh, really? Okay.
And there's way too many filler. So that's the issue. So I like the ending of it though because there was actually a battle, but nobody shot anybody. It was like G.I. Joe.
Are we able to say spoilers?
Yeah, we can do spoilers here.
It's So
you're not dissing the tiger, are you?
no.
The
There's
tiger's awesome.
garbage people come and they turn on Rick and their team.
Yes.
And they're
Garbage
behind them
people
all
come and
with
garbage
guns to their
people go.
heads. So all of the good guys have been completely overtaken by these now bad guys.
The garbage people literally are 5 feet away from these guys, the good guys.
So he opens up the coffin, the walker comes out.
Sasha.
If she would have bit him there, I would have been okay with it. And then from the surprise of that, Rick turns on what's her face
Yeah.
and takes her down, and then I could see that happening. But no, she comes out, and then they all turn around and shoot all the people who had guns to their heads,
Yes.
expecting them to turn around and attack them.
Yes.
And that was the twist. That was the twist. That was how that was how they got out of that mess. That is a ridiculous
I feel
premise.
like
They
were all
completely sold out.
stormtroopers. They were all stormtroopers. There was like
I don't
four-
think I followed what just happened.
Okay, so the good guys were all surrounded.
So the good guys are trying. They have guns.
No, they lost their guns.
Well, no, they did still have
they
their
did
guns.
still have it. Yeah, they were down.
Rick wouldn't let them drop them, but they were.
Yeah. So the
The-
garbage people turned.
But they were lowered.
Yeah. Garbage people turned on Rick's group.
And they were behind Rick's group.
And
So
they circled them, a lot of them, had guns about 5 feet away. The Sasha comes out of the coffin.
Yeah, I heard that story.
Okay.
Plot.
So everybody turns, the garbage people turn and look, and then Rick's group all got up and started shooting them.
Oh,
but none of the garbage people could hit any of Rick's group.
yeah, none of
They're
Rick's
surrounded.
groups got hit.
You would think by accident.
Even if when the tiger came, they got surprised and
Yes.
then they turned, I would be okay with that. But no, it was.
There was very bad editing during that fight scene. I liked it, but it was bad editing. Then you saw a lot of red shirts on the ground. That was it. Like, I don't know who that is, but he's
By
dead.
red
Okay.
you mean bloodied, or by red shirts you
Star
mean
Trek reference.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, that guy got died. I don't know who he is. So I did like he had Carl and Rick lined up. Negan did, and he was going. You thought it was going to be another thing. I thought for a second they might kill Carl because he's going away to college.
As soon as
In real life, not in the show.
soon as they were able to turn and take out the garbage people with no casualties, I knew that everybody that we cared about was completely safe
But the best-
and will be from now on.
The best part, though, is he's about ready to hit Carl with the bat, and Shiva the tiger jumps up and mauls somebody, and Negan jumps back, and his guy goes, "Oh shit, they got a tiger!" And he starts cracking like, "Oh shit!" Like you couldn't believe a fucking tiger. I will say Shiva's very trained. She only goes after the bad guys. She doesn't attack the good guys. That she has never met before. I would love to have seen her turn and eat Carl.
Oh, that I would have been okay with it at that point. Yes.
That would have been a great ending.
Sorry, Rick, I didn't know. Kashiva didn't know. But like she just kept attacking the bad guys. Well, what about all them? There's not like a color marker they have on their sleeves. Or something.
She was attacking the people that were being hostile towards her. The other people were being passive.
I feel like that's not true because one guy's behind a car shooting at Rick's group, and she comes up from the side and eats him.
Because he was being hostile.
Okay. Well, the best part is, so Shiva attacks the guy. Negan goes, "Oh shit, they got a tiger." He gets back. He has two of his best lieutenants, and they're literally 15 feet away from this tiger eating one, and they all miss the tiger shooting. They all miss shooting the tiger, and I'm like, how do you miss that?
That's how the episode went. You didn't have to worry about anybody on the good guy team. And that's not what The Walking Dead.
I liked it.
Apparently, what they're realizing is they should have stood up a lot sooner because they didn't realize the bad guys had such bad aim.
Well, they did go to Stormtrooper Academy, so that kind of helped. They had their phasers to stun. Oh. My bad.
Are zombies a part of this still?
Yeah, there's episodes that they are. They are. But
Why don't all the people gang together to kill all the zombies first?
well,
Have you never seen a zombie movie? It's always the humans that are the bad guys.
Have you ever seen Society? That probably would not work in Society. I mean, let's be real. Okay? I mean, hell, the Democratic Party couldn't even get Bernie Sanders elected. Oh, sorry. Down the hall. I was actually watching WrestleMania. So I was on DVR with Walking Dead. Thank God I was able to fast forward the Sasha and Abraham parts. I saw about
Those
5
are the
minutes
best
of it.
parts.
Shut up. I saw about 5 minutes of the flashbacks. I was like, oh, she's dying this episode. I don't care. Okay, fast forward. They got to Morgan when Ezekiel was talking to Morgan. I'm like, I don't care. Okay, fast forward that part. Then I was able to get it. Eugene is a badass. I love Eugene. He is like the Nazi scientist back in the day. Like, he is just, he's become, I have a purpose, I'm going to be evil now.
Oh, he's
saving himself.
Exactly.
And I like,
it's like, this is what's best for me. Like, you're my friends. We can work with you here.
And Rick, why did you think the garbage people would be on your side?
Because they said they would.
And then I like how...
Why would they lie?
Well, the best is the garbage people. They're like, when they have Rick's group captured, they tell Negan, yep, we get 10 slaves. It's like, is this a currency now? We're trading people now like for that? Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
I guess so. My down this week...
Well, I had two.
Oh, sorry, what's your other one? I'm sorry.
So on Saturday, I decided I'd watch the original Ghost in the Shell and then go see the
New movie?
The new movie. So I watched the original Ghost in the Shell, which I'd seen before and loved, and I saw it again. Great
Still
movie.
holds up?
It's terrible acting. Like, I saw it dubbed. I didn't see subtitles. It's a cartoon. I don't see the reason for it, but the acting is just completely terrible when you hear it dubbed, and I'm like, this would make a really great live action movie if they could get actual actors. They don't even have to be good actors, just actors to do this stuff. It would be great. And then I went and watched the movie, and it was crap. And it didn't even follow the original Ghost in the Shell movie.
Meow God, one of our listeners, liked it a lot.
It took some stuff from the TV show that came on, which I didn't really like that. It's the movie. It was just so deep and so good, and
the new one was not.
The new one was not. They took scenes and visuals from the cartoon, and the visuals were actually better. Like, they can take the best. Like, with the special effects nowadays, the best cartoon special effects, they can make much better on live action. And they did some of the scenes that looked the same, but they just took out the things that made it make sense. And it was a mess.
How was Scarlett Johansson?
Well, the original, she didn't have on, like, a bodysuit. Like, you could see nipples and everything. And there's like a bodysuit, and you can tell it's a bodysuit. Right, and in the live action movie, Scarlett Johansson, you can tell it's a bodysuit, and it's just disappointing after you just saw the nipples, the cartoon nipples in the original.
Never mind. I can't. Cartoon nipples. What happens if they would have drawn fake nipples onto Scarlett Johansson during the movie, like animated ones, and they could sing and dance while she's running?
Well, the purpose of the nipples was, even though she's a robot, everything about her looks real, and that was part of the theme of the movie. So the theme of the movie was destroyed by taking away the nipples.
If iTunes would let us, I would title our show "The Purpose of the Nipples." I don't know if they would. Okay, well, my down, I got two as well. One, April Fool's Day. I do this every year. I fucking hate April Fool's Day. Such a stupid fucking holiday. It's not even a holiday. It's just, April Fool's. I don't fucking care. Shut up.
Yeah, he's a big proponent of April Fool's Day.
I haven't been in a while.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I hate April Fool's Day.
The hippo joke was my last great one.
The hippo joke.
Of course, my son was walking around. He's almost 7, and he would go around to my family members and say, "Would you like a brownie?" And they would be like, yes, and he would pull out the letter E, and it was brown. That was his April Fool's joke.
Good one.
He got everybody with that. So, but yes, I still fucking hate April Fool's Day. Second one, I'm down on Bob Dylan. Fuck you, Bob Dylan. Oh, I'm not gonna get my, what is it?
Nobel Peace
Prize.
Not a Peace Prize.
But yeah.
Nobel Prize for Literature.
I'm not gonna get my Nobel Prize. I'm better than that.
Well, I thought he is now that they told him that he's good.
Then he went back.
Because they take away his money if he doesn't.
He gets $800,000 basically, $790.
Oh, they told if you don't show up, you don't get paid.
You have to give a speech and show up.
Ah.
You know what? Fuck you, Bob Dylan. Fuck you. I'm so tired of you. You are the most overrated piece of shit I've ever seen.
No,
allegedly. Yes, he is.
There's a lot more overrated, and he's pretty.
Okay, fine. The Beatles.
He's pretty damn good too.
The Beatles and Ab Fab. Those are the ones. Blake's not here. Fuck you.
Barack Obama won a Nobel Prize.
Who hasn't? It's like a Grammy. It's like, Clinton won a Best Spoken Word for her. Takes a Village, the book. We won a Grammy for Best Spoken Word. Or worst. Worst spoken word?
I don't think it was a Grammy. I thought it was a grimy.
Oh, I'll take a grimy. Take a grimy.
We should nominate you should nominate Bob Dylan for a floppy.
Fuck him.
See if he'd
Floppy's
show
our
up.
Steam. Oh. I don't think we can.
But he has to show up to accept it.
Yeah, we'll not give him his prize unless he shows up.
Is he on Twitter? I'm sure he's on Twitter, right? I'm sure he's a big tweeter.
I don't know.
Paul Reiser is.
Well, yeah, you could put a bunch of celebrities, and then whoever shows up gets the floppy.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Whoever shows up gets the dildo.
That's a floppy.
Oh.
And thank you to Nickel, Co-Canadian of the Year again. He was touring Canada with the floppy in the back of his truck.
Hanging out the bag.
Yes.
Speaking of floppies, I've been listening to the Bruce Pritchard podcast.
Yes. Ex-wrestler and guy behind the scenes.
Brother Love, yeah.
Yes. Brother Love.
Apparently, you remember Virgil?
Yes.
Apparently, he's hung like Idris Elba.
Wow.
That's just,
Wow. Could be explaining why he kept finding jobs. No comment? Not saying homosexuality runs rampant in the wrestling world,
But homosexuality runs rampant in the
I
wrestling.
saw WrestleMania this weekend.
Yeah.
Why?
I did.
I have a question about that. Now, I don't watch wrestling. I did kind of watch this just because there was nothing else on it. Taking it easy on a Sunday. So you tell me, hey, there's like 3 hours of pregame. So I don't know, doing bills or something. I flip it on and all of a sudden they start doing matches.
Yes.
Okay. It's a dark match. Okay, whoever, Austin Aries against...
And Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Okay, sure.
Great match. Good match.
They do that. Okay, fine.
So that wasn't actually part of WrestleMania?
It counts as a WrestleMania victory or a loss, though. Because it's the WrestleMania pre-show.
Oh, that's god-awful.
And then all of a sudden they do the Battle Royal.
Andre the Giant Memorial
I'm like,
Battle.
wait a minute. This is supposed to be part of WrestleMania. Why is it on here?
The Battle Royal is usually on the pre-show now. That is a new tradition.
The new tradition they started this year.
Last year. Or maybe it was on regular show next year. Damn it, I don't know. Maybe I was wrong on that. And Mojo Rawley won, so I'm very ecstatic.
That was awesome because Rob Gronkowski was there.
Yes.
Patriot Nation representing.
I like how he beat up Jinder Mahal. I'm like, of all the guys, who's going to win, Jinder Mahal or Mojo Rawley? Wow, yay!
Okay, and there's another up. The woman that was the security there.
Yes.
She wasn't in on the fact that he was supposed to be part of it.
Jinder Mahal, Jeff, let me tell you. He goes outside the ring. He sees Mojo Rawley's real-life friend, Rob Gronkowski, and he flips a cup of water in his face or drink.
He takes his cup and then
throws it. So Jinder Mahal gets in the ring. Rob jumps the railing, and this female security
and he's
guard,
a big guy.
Yeah.
She doesn't know who he is, probably.
She got right in his face and pushed him back and was like, no, you got to get back. You got to get back. Finally, somebody told her he's part of the show. And you said you saw her in the background.
And if you watch the background, all of a sudden 3 refs came over and kind of...
Yeah, it's okay.
And you got to... If you're her, you're probably figuring... Where the hell's the rest of security? Yes. But I give her credit. I mean, big guy.
She got right in there.
Yeah.
So then he comes in and shoulder blocks Jinder Mahal, and Mojo Rawley throws them all out and wins.
Okay, so that's not part of it.
Yes.
But it would have been great if you got hurt during the...
I know. That's what I was thinking.
That would have been fine because they can win a Super Bowl without him, as they proved this year.
They can't get to it without him, though.
I did this year.
Well, they needed him all season long.
I don't think he played that. I think
he missed half the season.
Yeah, he only played like 4 or 5 games, I think.
Well, neither did Tom Brady play the whole season.
Yeah,
so
see? He was
they
well
don't
rested.
need him either.
You know why? Because he's a cheater.
He is a cheater.
Yeah.
You know, if we're going to talk about cheaters, let's bring up the St. Louis Cardinals. What they did was much worse. But be that as it may. So anyway, so it's like, oh, okay, so I guess it's starting soon. And then the Intercontinental title match comes out.
How did that get thrown on there?
And I'm like, did it start and I not noticed? Because when I first flipped it on, it was like, wow, look at all the fans there 3 hours before the WrestleMania starts. That's really odd. Why are they all here? Apparently there's matches.
Yeah, I went to put my one kid to bed, and I came back downstairs, and my son's like, Dean Ambrose just won. I was like, what just happened? Like, how did that happen? That was a match I wanted Baron Corbin to win. And I was like, oh, I guess I missed that match. And
I'm having so much fun listening to you mention all these names that I don't know who any of them are.
That's the thing. You know, I heard these names, but I don't watch it. I'm watching going, okay, who's the good guy and who's the bad guy? I'm not really sure who I'm supposed to root for.
So I love wrestling.
You root for who everyone else isn't rooting for.
Yeah.
The final... The show did not go off until 12:10 a.m. Eastern Time. So, 1, Vince McMahon can now say it's a 2-day event. And 2, It started at 5. 7 hours and 10 minutes of wrestling is exhausting. By about 10 o'clock, I'm like, can we turn this off? Like, can we, or not turn off, but finish this up? Like, because at 9:30, I was like, oh, that was a fun pay-per-view. Oh, shit, we got 5 more matches. I'm like, how the fuck does this happen?
Okay, I have another question. Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say, other than that, how was the brisket?
It was good. My pulled pork.
Yeah, pork. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
it was good. I was very good. The Hardy Boys came back. That was fun. They're the hottest tag team now out there because of all the stuff they did in the other federations.
Yeah, how long are they going to be around?
They supposedly signed a 1 or 2 year deal.
Well, they'll get kicked out in 3 months.
They've been clean. Jeff Hardy's been clean and sober for 5 years. Just say. Well, he did come out and he still looks in great shape. But my wife looked up. She's like, "That's Jeff Hardy." I was like, "Yeah, he's clean and sober. He's like Chandler on Friends. Whenever he was clean and sober, he buffed up a little bit or puffed up. You know, when
you
he's
mean
not,
fattened up?
Yeah, fattened up. When he's not, he's skinny again. Yeah. But that was fun.
Okay, my other question is, Shane McMahon is going against former champion AJ Styles.
Best in the world.
Shane
AJ
McMahon's not a wrestler.
Correct.
He wrestles, but he's not a wrestler.
He almost beat him like 10 times.
And he was basically dominating that match.
Yes.
And they kept getting hit with stuff and jumping from the ring to the table, and nothing could pin him. Mm-hmm. And then in the other match, Randy Orton hits an RKO out of nowhere, and that match is over.
Yeah, sorry, Bray Wyatt.
I'm missing the point here. How can you be hit with the garbage can repeatedly, jump from one side of the ring to another to kick somebody in the head, but you can't pin them? But this guy hits one move and it's over.
You don't realize how devastating an RKO is.
I must not.
I mean, if that's on, there's no coming back from that.
Obviously.
I will say that after the tag team match, it went downhill quick. I don't care what anybody fucking says. It was Undertaker's last match. Fuck him. Oh my God. First off, Roman Reigns was the wrong person put in that match because he can't carry anybody. Second off,
I'm sorry, Undertaker don't sell either.
No. Undertaker looked 54 years old, which he is. He does not look good. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, it's the end of an era. Everybody's in there crying. I really didn't care.
Well, I thought the Undertaker left years ago. Why the fuck is he
should
back?
have been.
He's never been good. He sucked. I hated him always.
Taker and them botched a lot of moves. And again, with Undertaker, like, people were upset. It's like, yeah, it's a pretty impressive, he's been in it forever. I was never a huge Undertaker fan, though. Am I missing something? Like, I guess everybody, a lot of people loved him. I was never a big fan of the Undertaker.
I always rooted against, despised him, hated him.
Except when he fought Hogan. Then I rooted for Taker.
Hated his shtick, hated everything about him. And oh my God, if I saw Paul Bearer anymore, oh Lord.
Oh, the Undertaker! Dead man! I will come for you! On the positive, if you want to live tweet us at Bad Ideas Podcast, any wrestling pay-per-view, me, sometimes Randall Holt, RJ Holt 666, Doug, you sometimes do it.
Yeah.
Chris Richardson from 365 Flicks. A couple other people, we still have a pretty big tweet. Twitter going back and forth talking about the pay-per-view live. Chris was sleeping because he was coming back from a Comic-Con.
No excuse. No excuse. The Super Bowl of wrestling, he should have been there.
Here's the best
Disappointed.
part is, what made it better was that he woke up the next morning to about 2,000 tweets. So that made me feel pretty good about everything. So that was good.
Okay, one other question.
Was Tatanka there? No.
No. Could you explain the Goldberg-Brock Lesnar match to me?
They said the idea was Lesnar was going to lose he lost in a minute and 20 seconds or whatever.
Right.
Survivor Series. That was his idea. Mm-hmm. Because he said the money is in the long play.
Right.
So basically, this was a match. It lasted 4 minutes and something. And
so 3 times longer than the previous match?
Brock Lesnar dominated after Goldberg, missed him and speared the ring post or something.
No. They each only did 2 moves.
Yes. Jeff, here's the... No. Goldberg did 1. Lesnar did 3. No, 2. There's 5...
No, he did the spear and the jackhammer.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Lesnar did the leapfrog.
Is that a move?
It's going to be a suplex.
He jumped over the guy.
He did a suplex and an F5. That was it. 5 total moves in the whole thing. And they said it was basically so Lesnar can get his heat back and keep the belt till next year because of reasons.
Okay, but there again, I don't follow this, but Goldberg was on the ground, or one of them was on the ground. And he didn't kick him or punch him on the ground.
Goldberg did not punch at,
He stood in the corner waiting for him to get up.
Most people would get on
because
top
I
of
couldn't
Lesnar.
do a move because I only do 2 moves.
He didn't even have a punch in his repertoire.
No.
That was the best part. And thank God Goldberg's gone. So last on Raw after WrestleMania, the crowd's always, pretty feisty. They chanted "Fuck you, Roman Reigns" for 5 minutes, and he basically...
Did it get on the air?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He came out and he basically, because it was his yard now, he said, "This is my yard now." And they started chanting "Shut the fuck up" to him. And then he left the ring. If he was supposed to say more, it wasn't going to happen. And Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman were there, and Heyman said, "You will never see Goldberg again thanks to Brock Lesnar. Thank you, Lesnar." And the fans chanted, "Thank you, Brock Lesnar," for 30 seconds. That was awesome. That didn't work out in their favor. But you have Goldberg.
All right, enough wrestling talk.
Yeah, we're good now. Let's do the Twitter poll of the week.
Yay.
Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. You can follow us. What do you think of The Walking Dead Season 7 overall? It was awesome.
Oh, it was for the whole season? I thought it was just the finale.
Nope, Season 7.
Oh.
It was awesome, awful, good but could be better, and an average season. In last place, 0%. Nobody said an average season. So you either liked it or hated it. Third place at 27%, awful.
I voted for awful.
Good call, Jeff.
Me too.
And second, winning in first place, winning 40% to 33%. It was awesome. Beat good, but could be better. So 40% of the people liked it and said it was awesome. We'll let you respond to that on Twitter or our Facebook page at the History of Bad Ideas.
Did you put "it was awesome"?
I couldn't vote. I put in the poll and I can't vote.
Yeah, they don't let the person who puts the poll out vote.
What would you have voted for?
Average.
He would have voted for what got
He would have been the one.
I liked there was good episodes and there was really a lot of filler episodes. I didn't hate it. I thought it was there was good parts, but overall it was enjoyable, but nothing fantastic. There's a lot better TV out there right now.
Was this the one with the episode? Was this the season with the episode where Morgan was trained on the stick?
No, that was last season.
That was last
That
season.
was one of my favorite episodes.
That might be my favorite episode.
That was.
No, it's my second favorite. It was the one where the little girl comes out as a zombie.
Oh, I hated that.
That's my
where
favorite.
The tiger attacked was my favorite episode.
Oh my God! Oh shit! They got a tiger. And Walking Dead. Blake was excited about it. He wasn't here. He sent us some audio. So these are Blake's thoughts about The Walking Dead. Enjoy.
First and foremost, can't anything go right for Rick? I mean, he's really a horrible planner. I mean, why would you put somebody that you don't know, you don't trust, and give them all the guns and have them stand behind all of your people at the wall? First thing he should have done was put them outside of the wall so that they can surround Negan's people from the outside. And then, how many people can take a shot to the abdomen, get kicked off a 20-foot high wall, and not be hurt, and still be able to walk around and tell Negan off? Sasha's death was kind of cool. I do like the fact that she did take the pill and was able to turn into a zombie and almost got Negan. It was kind of nice to see her flashbacks, but those flashbacks seemed manufactured, especially when they were going out before the end of the run that doomed Abraham. I mean, that was obviously written after the fact and felt kind of forced, but I guess it does fit with her story in memories, although I would have done that differently. But still, in the end, didn't like it. Didn't anybody else think that the ending was pretty stupid as well? I mean, how many people can't spot, a couple 100-pound tiger running a couple of blocks? I mean, everybody's standing around, all of Negan's guys and all the garbage folk, and you mean to tell me that nobody sees a tiger running several blocks unabated? And then the end with everybody running in with the fire shot and, shooting guns and etc. It seemed really bad and shitty. I didn't like it, and I think that sucked as well. Anybody else want to kick Eugene's ass? I mean, I do enjoy his character, but now at this point, he is a true survivor. He is a true coward. He does sell his friends out. He's just a plain asshole. And then, let's think about this. In IEDs, using remote controls or key fobs to detonate remote bombs is common. What's also common is that you're able to block those signals. So I guess my question would be, did Eugene have some kind of electronic wave blocker or masker? Was that the thing tied in the crate in the back of the truck? Is that why the bomb didn't go off in the semi? I think so, but I'm not sure. But ultimately, I hate Eugene now. He's a dumbass. Alright, let's think about the anti-Daryl, Dwight. During the whole process, I guess he's a double agent. But how in the hell does he have time, during all of that firefight and battle, to take out one of his stupid little pewter soldier chess pieces or whatever, and write on the back, "I didn't know"? That seemed pretty stupid and a little far-fetched, and of course for Daryl to find outside on the wall, or wherever the hell it was. And then let's think about it. You know, old garbage lady, boss, I can't remember her name, Garbage Pail Kid, whatever, with a bad haircut and bangs. And her deal, didn't she say guy with a crossbow had a better deal or something? So I don't know. So I think the anti-Daryl Dwight, that whole sequence there, a little hard to buy that he'd be able to write a little message on the back one of his tokens there to plant for the Rick and his crew to find later. Don't buy it. For this finale, I think it actually kind of sucked. I was hoping more of a better finale, but in this one, you have to suspend belief way too much than you normally would have to for a TV show. I mean, especially in the way that it ended last season and then opened up the season. This has pretty much been a droll, drawn-out, kind of boring episode after episode, and I've been trying to justify it ever since. But I do have to say that this sucked, and I didn't like it, although I could be intrigued by the anti-Daryl Dwight, his redemption story, a.k.a. Jamie Lannister. But ultimately, I thought it was a non-plus. I didn't like it. I found it very lacking. I thought Rick's planning of the whole thing was pretty stupid. And overall, with that being said, I just have to give it a B-.
Thank you, Blake.
Yes, thanks, Blake. That was excellent.
That sounded a lot worse than a B-.
Well, it's Entertainment Weekly grading. Hated the show, B-.
See, if you listen to our show, you'd realize that when you hate the show, the worst grade you can give something is a B-.
I see.
No, we do appreciate that, Blake. I think we did touch on a lot of it. I think with the bombs and that, I think you are right. I think Eugene did have something in the back of the truck to stop it. That's why. But yes, he is an asshole. But I do kind of like the character just because it's kind of unique and different than what they've been using on the other characters.
I still in the back of my head think that Eugene's planning the overthrow the entire time, and then at the
right moment
when Negan finally gets thrown in jail, I think that it's going to be Eugene that does it.
Blake, you're wrong. Tigers are shifty little things. You can't hear those. I don't care how big they are.
And the stripes are camouflage.
Yeah, they're in residential. You should be found.
They're in a residential area?
Yeah, they were. They're in a town, so the tiger blends in.
They blend into towns all over the place.
Yes.
Grass. There's grass in towns.
Let's do some listener feedback.
Well, if we've got listener feedback, that means we have to start with Doug.
Number one fan?
Can't give yourself a nickname.
I want to be called the Hammer. You know why I couldn't do that?
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Doug, since you're here, did you want to read your feedback?
Yeah, but first, if you can't give yourself a nickname, explain Bono, The Edge, Sting.
Bono gave The Edge a nickname, and The Edge gave Bono a nickname.
And Bono's an asshole. He does a lot of good charity work, but he's a fucking asshole.
Okay.
That's how he gave himself a nickname.
Okay. Are you tired of seeing CW villains rehashed on other shows? Reverse Flash, Merlin, Damien Dark, Captain Cold, they all keep coming back.
Yeah, I actually am. I do think it's kind of funny seeing Damien Dark and Merlin on Legends of Tomorrow. Are you caught up on that at least? I think I'm 2 episodes
I might be one behind.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
When they're walking in town just talking
Yes,
like it's regular people, it's hilarious.
But Damien Dark doesn't have his magic anymore?
I don't know.
He never
I feel
uses
like he goes back and forth.
Yeah.
But he can't be killed. But I don't get. And I'm sorry, dumbest thing ever with White Canary. I'm not going to kill you because of this and this. Then why are you going attacking him? Who cares? Kill him.
Yes.
She convinced herself not to kill him.
Yeah,
now?
because it's going to be a worse it's going to be a worse defeat for him when Arrow beats him in the future, like in last season. But think of all the people you're going to let die because you let Damien Dark do this.
Like your sister.
Yes.
That was the reason you were going after him.
Kind of like on Flash, where I'm trying to save whatever his girlfriend's name is.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to let this bad guy go, even though he can kill millions of people,
Yes.
and he has killed, but to save one person. Mm-hmm. So the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many.
When you've got power, your needs matter more.
But he doesn't. He always loses the speed battles. He's not the fastest man alive.
You're right.
Well, this week he is.
Oh. And also, Doug, Sting didn't give himself the nickname. Friends of his gave it to him because he used to wear a black and yellow stripe.
Really? Is that how he got it?
And I suppose, yeah, that's how he got it. He kind of looked like I was going to say maybe a bumblebee or something, so they named him Sting. But
Is he dead?
probably looked more like
Okay.
He probably looked more like the Pittsburgh Steelers throwback uniforms or something.
Those god awful things.
I will say the fire guy on Legends of Tomorrow.
Firestorm?
No. The bad guy, Captain Cold's partner.
Oh, yeah.
Heatwave.
Yes.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I love it, and I like the professor. I like those two
Yeah.
talking. But I enjoy that. Firestorm is okay, fine, whatever. I'm very happy Hawkman and Hawkgirl are not in it.
Yes.
That has made the season a lot better.
I don't know. I like when Hot Girl's in it.
Ooh, Hawkgirl. I do like the guy that turns metal, the historian. I like him.
Steel.
He's good. And his
Would have been better if Shaq was playing him like the movie.
Yes. Is his name really Steel in it? Is that his nickname?
I think that's who it is, though. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
God.
So. I think so.
Well, I do like his talking to Brandon Routh's character. I kind of like them playing off each
Yeah.
other. And I like White Canary as the leader. And I really didn't care that Rip Hunter was back.
No.
I was like, we could have left him out. Oh, with my family again. Oh, my family. Okay, no one cares. Sorry.
So, how do you really feel about Rip Hunter?
I don't care. It's a stupid name anyways. Keep going, Jeff. What you got?
Moving on, we got from Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666.
It's not evil.
He's just handled that way. Hotter comic mom, Dennis's mom or Blondie from Dagwood?
Dennis the Menace's mom. Or Blondie from Dagwood.
Maybe we should put them into a face-off.
Is what he said.
Is what he said, yes.
Scab Jeff, who do you think's the hotter mom?
I think definitely Blondie.
You think Blondie?
Definitely Blondie.
Blondie.
There's
yeah.
no question.
Yeah.
Okay. And she makes sandwiches. That's my favorite meal, so there you go. Sandwiches.
You want a Blondie sandwich?
Oh, yeah!
She's a caterer, so yeah, she makes good food too. So, and for our listeners over in the UK, our Dennis the Menace is different than your Dennis the Menace.
Ours sucks.
So I don't know what his mom looks like, but we're going for Blondie.
I feel like the UK's version, because we're on nerdly.co.uk, I feel like Dennis Menace in Canada, or where are we? UK?
UK.
Yeah, I feel like it looks like Hazel, the maid. I feel like that. Isn't that?
No.
She a maid?
No.
Oh, Hazel?
Nope, not
She a
Hazel.
witch?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's what she looks like. I'm going with that.
I don't know what. I don't even know if he has a mom. Might be an orphan for all I know, but
This is the comic strip, and for the people below 40, this is comic strips that used to be in newspapers. Does anyone care about Dennis the Menace ever? Like,
I
was
never
he
did.
ever a popular character?
I just always skipped it when I read the comics.
Yeah. Because, Doug, you sent on Twitter a Dennis the Menace comic strip a couple weeks ago. The mom was giving Dennis a bath.
Yes.
And the dad looked in, and what did Dennis the Menace said? Why would she give you a bath next, Dad? You're not dirty?
Let's see.
He's got it saved in his phone.
Yes, I sent you the picture.
Yes.
You're not even dirty, Dad. Why would you want Mom to give you a bath next?
And this is actually in the comic strip.
It was in the paper, yes.
Well,
In the 50s, that didn't have the entendre that we read into it.
I think it
Look at the bedroom eyes on his mom, though.
Ooh, she is kind of hot now that you mention it.
she's longing for
No Blondie.
No, Blondie hot.
And you know Blondie's husband never satisfied her. He's laying on the couch tired all the time.
But how
That's
else?
what I like about it. Blondie sounds like the perfect woman. She'll make me food and not complain when I'm laying on the couch.
But you're not satisfying her.
Maybe I am. Maybe that satisfies her.
I don't think...
She hasn't left him yet.
Well, yeah, I don't have any response on that one.
Just because you wouldn't be satisfied doesn't mean she isn't.
I feel like they should go into couples counseling. I'll be honest. They're no family circle, though. Can we all agree on that? Oh, that kid. Oh, those kids are funny.
Not me.
No, fuck them. They should all be a...
Oh, he didn't even get the joke.
I don't get it.
You don't get the not me joke. No. You didn't read Family Circle. Circus.
Moving on. What do you got, Jeff?
I think it's now time for corrections.
Big Dev the Psy Guy. Dev. Big Dev the Psy Guy. Dev.
Thank you. All right, so Dev sends in his correction. Mm-hmm. He says, Aquaman still has all of his powers out of the water. They're just stronger in the water. Namor is the one that needs to balance his time in and out of the water. He suffers psychosis when out too long. There you go.
Nobody likes
So
Namor.
it's the Submariner from the Marvel Comics is the one who you should all be dogging.
Jeff, I will back you up. I like Aquaman better than the Submariner.
I do too.
I will give you that. I will give you that.
Much cool. Although I just saw something today where they were talking about some top 10 surprising weaknesses of comic book characters, and they said for a stretch of maybe in the 50s, Aquaman actually did have the weakness of he would get weaker as he was out of water. And they said they kind of ran out of stories to write, so they kind of just ignored that weakness since then.
Got a little comic books. We're not going to do that anymore. Again, the Family Guy. Hey, you come in the water and I'll get you. What are you doing to that girl out there on the beach? Don't worry about it. Why don't you come out? Why don't you come in? I can't come out. Supposedly the Defenders trailer came out today. Did anyone see it? A teaser trailer?
Oh, I did not see it.
I guess Netflix put it out and quickly took it back.
Oh.
And they had a link on it, like a little website in the corner or whatever. If you clicked on it, like it was written in the trailer, it would give you who's the female from Daredevil, the reporter.
Elektra?
No. Their ex
Karen Page?
Yeah, Karen Page. Her newspaper, it goes to her newspaper thing, and it shows Luke Cage is still in jail. Spoiler alert, I know he got caught at the end.
Did you finish?
No, not
you
yet.
finish Luke Cage? Oh, jeez.
I've got 3 episodes left.
How far are you on Iron Fist?
0.
Okay.
I gotta do Jessica Jones and
I watched
Luke
one
Cage.
episode.
I gotta do those 2 first.
So you can probably wait for about 4 or 5 months before Jason catches up with you.
Yes.
But there's also a thing about one of the characters finding an underwater city, and Namor, the Submariner, that was one of the things.
Oh.
So there you go. That'll be interesting. And then there's also a couple other references, but there's a lot of little Easter eggs in it. So I guess Daredevil put away his suit. He's not known around the city in one of the little articles. Like he's been gone.
Oh no, Daredevil's in hiding.
So, I did like the poster for the Defenders. Did you see that? It says Public Menace, and then they cross it out with graffiti and it says Public Defenders.
I did not see it.
Yeah. So, what else we got?
Was that poster made by J. Jonah Jameson or something?
Yes. They're menace, I tell you, menace.
From Doug. Doug, do you want to read your correction?
This is just an add-on, but Frank Reich led Maryland to a comeback against the Miami Hurricanes after being down 31-0 at the half. So he was used to that.
That was talking about the Oilers losing to the Buffalo Bills because they were up 34-3 at half in the playoff game from the 90s, and Frank Reich, a backup, led them back. That was a hell of a game. And you know what? They beat the
It's
Miami.
just out of curiosity, which brother said, "Hey, we should turn this off"?
Our oldest.
I don't think. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. See?
The guy who doesn't know what a football looks like?
It's made of a pig, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's big. What else we got?
From Desmond Hassing. He's asking, has Brigger already declared his love for the Power Rangers film?
No.
Do it. Turn to the light side.
Did you see it yet?
No, not yet.
Scab Jeff, did you see it?
I did not. I've heard good things about it, though.
I actually have heard good
I've
things,
heard
too.
nothing but good things, which kind of scares me.
It's not doing well at the box office, though. So, they said it's the Saban Entertainment or whatever, the producers of it, the creators, they had a 6-movie arc ready
to go, and they don't think
they don't know if they're going to do a second one yet. Here's an idea. Let's get through the first one, people. Because there's a teaser at the end of it about the Green Ranger showing up. Yeah.
Hated the Green Ranger.
You know, they haven't been the same since they got kicked out of Disney World. Just saying.
They got kicked out of Disney World?
They used to be in Disney World.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are the Muppets still in Disney World?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll give you that then.
Yeah, Disney still owns Henson Studios.
I missed that show, The Muppets.
I thought you meant the Power Rangers.
No, I missed The Muppets.
Yeah, they shouldn't have canceled the Muppets. Stupid ABC
It was really
and
good.
Disney.
It was enjoyable.
All right, moving on. From Bob, he wants to know, is Cillian Murphy the most underrated actor out there?
Scab Jeff, you're the film critic.
Is that the guy from Passion of the Christ?
No, that's Jim Caviezel.
Is that the guy from Person of Interest?
No,
No, that's Jim Caviezel too.
Is that the Scarecrow from the Batman films?
Yes.
Is that the guy from the Peaky Blinders?
I never saw Pinky Blinders, so
No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He was also
It
in
is.
Red Eye. He was in
Red Eye.
28 Days Later. He's up there because he's not getting as much work, and he's better than a lot of the people working today.
I wonder if he does a lot of the smaller films. I think that could be part of it.
Possible. Go
So
ahead.
are you looking at it up on IMDb?
If you haven't seen Peaky Blinders, it is really good, and he's really good in it.
Is it very Britishy?
Yeah.
Sorry for the chaps out there. Good day, mates. That would be Jeff. Send them to Jeff at Graphic Novice.
It's like a Britishy mob film, and like Boardwalk Empire, but better than Boardwalk Empire.
Okay.
If it took place in turn of the 20th century Wales, I think.
I like the Boardwalk Empire. We saw the first season and really liked it a lot.
It's good.
I liked it a lot. You just haven't gone back to it. I've been watching Kevin Can Wait a lot.
Okay, Murphy.
That's a lot.
This guy's fantastic. He was in Inception.
Yes, he was in Inception.
I think he's in all the Nolan films.
Yeah,
They can't all be
Nolan
winners.
I still don't know how you... I can understand how you might not be one of your favorite films, but how you think it's not a good film.
You know what? I'll be honest. I was being easy on you with Aquaman because you're not feeling well. Let's not get into Inception. I'm trying to be nice.
I just don't understand how you dog it.
Nah.
You're just dogging it because I like it.
No, I liked it.
He hasn't even seen La La Land.
I saw Bye Bye Love. Much better.
Okay. Now, are we going to say Beauty and the Beast is much better than La La Land because it's the #1 musical of all time and it outgrossed La La Land in one weekend?
And you know what? It probably has a better chance.
Gross has nothing to do with the
It probably has a
quality
better
of the
chance of
movie.
winning. Oh wait, neither of them won a Best Picture yet. Oh. And I guess
Beauty and the Beast didn't win?
no, it won't be up until
came
next
out.
year.
It's not going to win.
But you know
We're
what?
not
It
talking
has
about
just
the
as
old
good of a
one?
chance as La La Land.
But Beauty and the Beast was the first animated movie ever nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Back when they only had 5
Did La
nominations.
La Land win Best Picture?
It did for 30 seconds.
Oh, that's right. That's what
Briefly.
she said. Go ahead, Doug. What else is he in?
He was also the one part of this movie I saw he was in. He had an uncredited role in Tron Legacy.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. You know, they're rebooting that.
If from what I remember, it was at the very end where the one kid goes into the boardroom and that he's if there had been a third movie, he would have been a part of that.
Oh.
But he was also in 2014 mega hit Transcendence.
Oh, God.
Johnny
I forgot
Depp.
all about that movie. That won a floppy, I think, for worst film of the year.
I'm not
Lackluster.
sure he has a lot of range though. All of the characters that he plays seem to have the same cadence in their
Kinks
voice.
to them, to like little ticks to them.
Kind of like the guy who plays the guy in Person of Interest and
Jim Caviezel.
Exactly. Those two, they could be interchangeable, and I like shows and movies with both of them in it, but I'm not sure that.
Yeah, but Jim Caviezel came back from a crucifixion. That's a tough thing
He's
to
got
do.
a point.
I mean, that was real. So
They
I'm just
really
saying.
crucified him in the movie.
Sorry, Jim. Gotta get your part.
They were going for authenticity.
That's why Daniel Day-Lewis turned it down. I don't think I'm going to do that.
Well,
Not too much into it.
in the Batman film, they actually used the fear gas on
all of them?
Cillian Murphy.
I can see that. You know, he was up for Batman originally. In that
Well,
shit.
he
read for it.
auditioned
He
for
read for it.
Batman, and they said maybe you'll be better as the Scarecrow.
What else we got there?
Let's see. We're moving on. Listener reviews. All right.
You got a listener review? Send it over to Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter.
We got Legion from Randall Holt. Just watched the finale of Legion. So good. Did I stretch out the O's too much?
Yeah, there's only 2 there, and you said at least 5.
Okay, so a little less than so good.
There you go.
Really enjoyed the season. Soundtrack is amazing. Bravo. Was a great soundtrack.
It's a great soundtrack, I will say that.
It was a great season, too. Although I'm not quite sure what the hell happened at the end of it, but
doesn't matter. It's still good.
But it stuck with that whole I don't know what the hell happened theme
I'm just happy
throughout the whole thing.
I'm just happy Nigel the bird from Rio was the bad guy in it.
But it was good, yeah.
Moving on, another review from Pam Morris. I've watched 3 episodes of Legion, and I'm confused as hell.
So she gets it.
She's right on track. Let's see. Also from Nickel, I'll tell you what was good. The Fort Peck Dam documentary I just watched on PBS.
I thought they were getting rid of PBS.
They still... He gets PBS up in Canada?
I guess so.
Oh, if it's in Canada.
Down the hall, please.
Why are they paying for Canadian PBS?
I don't know.
Now, is the Fort
took our
Peck
job.
Dam documentary, is that about the dam they're doing by his cabin in the woods there? That they're stealing his land because they're
Here's my
damming
question.
it up?
My wife and I were into a discussion about this.
I'm not sure what the Fort Peck Dam is, so I'm asking.
I would say it's the highest of 6 major dams along the Missouri River located in northeast Montana.
Okay, so it's not the one by his cabin.
At 21,026 feet in length, or for him, 6,409 meters.
Oh, huh.
At over 200 feet in height, it's the largest hydraulically filled dam in the United States. That's what it is.
How did you stay awake for that documentary? My
Because
question
it was
is,
good, that's how.
so speaking of PBS, my wife and I had a question. So PBS was on, and I switched channels to CET.
Which is a PBS station.
Okay, what does CET stand for?
Cincinnati Educational Television.
Okay, she said it was Christian Entertainment something, and I was like, I don't think it is. Like, it's a PBS
It'd
version.
be our
right?
channel 48.
Okay, thank you.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, CET is just one of the PBS.
That's what I thought. We were going back and
For
forth
now.
trying to figure
For
out.
now.
For now, until they cut them.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. But we were trying to
You understand that you have a little computer in your pocket that you could just type in those letters and it'll probably tell you.
Yeah, I know.
And it solves arguments like that.
Yeah, but the arguing is the fun part.
Jeff, you know me. I didn't argue. I was like, that sounds good, whatever.
But at the end of the argument, then you could bring it out instead of waiting for several days and then bringing it up on your podcast.
It's actually been several weeks.
And then asking all of us who are now looking it up.
It could also mean Central European Time Zone.
Oh.
Or Central European Time, rather.
Okay. Let's see what else we got. Go ahead, Jeff. What else we got? Nick Albright. We actually are going to put Nick Albright on hold this week.
Because Blake is not here to read the question.
Yes. So
Nick,
we have
thank you for the question, but Blake needs to be part of
Yeah. Oh, I've been practicing that too.
Oh, you want to read it? You
No,
want to
it's
take
okay.
over Blake?
No.
Are you
Your
scared,
wife is a
Blake?
lucky woman. Honey, get away. Oh, yeah. Moving on.
Oh, so then we are going.
Matthew from Passerbys.
Former passerby Matthew. He is asking
Matthew.
or telling. I'm sorry.
In all caps.
All caps. He's bad or mad, I should say. Jason is wrong. There Will Be Blood is the best. It was amazing. A masterpiece. My milkshake. I've abandoned my child.
Did you seriously say you don't like There Will Be Blood?
I don't like There Will Be Blood. I was bored to death on it.
Oh, that's probably in my top 5 movies of all
But
time.
we know that you have no taste in movies.
You haven't seen La La Land.
Oh, I know. I've seen enough of it.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I saw 2-minute trailers. And I heard you talk about it, so I know I hate it now. Just saying. You haven't even won a floppy. I don't take your trust your...
There Will Be Blood has that's probably one of my favorite scenes in all of film where they strike oil for the first time.
You know what? It's no bye-bye love when they meet at McDonald's for the second time.
Yeah, whatever you're talking about. I think we're moving on now.
Fucking There Will Be Blood.
Besotted Geek wants to let us know, or actually wants to ask us a question.
Oh, okay.
When did Nicolas Cage take over the mantle of weirdo actor everyone suddenly adores from Christopher Walken? I blame Bad Ideas Podcast.
Is he really? Everybody adores him?
I hope to God not. I don't. Oh, then.
Bees.
Then I have not been doing my job properly because everyone is supposed to hate him. Because he is one of the worst actors to grace the silver screen
I want to
ever.
take his face.
Don't you have a pillowcase with him on it?
Yes, I'm sitting on it.
I want to take his face.
But he has an Oscar.
What's your point?
La La Land doesn't.
Oh, that's true.
Obviously, he's
La
got
La
to be.
Land has a whole 5 or 6 Oscars.
Yeah, but not the ones that matter. I want to take his face off.
They got the best actor or actress.
He has fallen down a lot since he went bankrupt. I feel like he's doing a lot of bad films since.
Fallen down? He's been crap from day one.
The
He
Rock.
did one good movie.
The Rock.
That's
Welcome
not
to The
no.
Rock.
No.
Con Air. Put the bunny
Nope.
down.
Nope.
Face
Ghost
off.
Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Nope.
Ghost Rider.
Raising Arizona.
Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, that's my next
I feel like
guy.
that was overrated.
He did one good movie, and even if you think it's overrated, it's still his best.
Nope. Ghost Rider.
Drive Angry.
Oh, Drive Angry.
No, wait a minute. I liked him in The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I never saw it. That was
were
Justin
the
Long,
one.
wasn't it? That was Justin Long, isn't it?
No.
No, it was the
Wasn't that Mickey Mouse?
no. They made
Jay
live action.
Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel, yeah.
I was getting
Danger.
Justin Long mixed up.
He was in Kick-Ass. Another good film.
Oh, yeah, he was in Kick-Ass.
Yeah, he wasn't bad in Kick-Ass.
Yeah, look at Jeff coming around.
So I'll give you that.
But he wasn't in the second one, thank God. Or if he was, it was like 2
Well,
seconds.
they killed him off in the first
No,
one.
but I thought there was a
Spoiler
flashback.
alert, but
I think
I
there
don't
was a
think there was.
Oh. You're an angry elf today.
Well, if someone's calling Nicolas Cage an actor who everyone adores, and you can't steal that from Christopher Walken. I mean, if you
I put my pants on one at a time. I just make gold records.
if you ever see those the video Fatboy Slim video, nobody can steal that title from Christopher Walken.
I just saw Annie Hall again recently.
Talking about another overrated movie.
Jason can't watch stuff that's on new now. You're watching stuff 30 years old.
And Christopher Walken has this wonderful scene in there where he just, in Christopher Walken's deadpan way, he's just talking about how sometimes at night when he's driving, he sees the headlights and they're coming towards him and he just wants to swerve in front of them. And he goes in his Christopher Walken way. And then the parents ask, can you drive Woody Allen to the airport? And then there's the scene where Christopher Walken's driving, Woody Allen's sitting next to him after he told him that he sees the headlights. And it wouldn't have been great with anybody but Christopher Walken doing it.
You don't see that in the Buick commercials with Matthew McConaughey. Him just go into traffic.
I would be more likely to
buy a Buick.
Well, he doesn't actually go into the
Or is
headlights.
it Lincoln?
It's a Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Or is that the one Blake always calls?
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
Blake has confused my mind.
I'll put it this way: whatever car commercial they make, I never know what kind of car it's for.
No.
I can discuss the commercial, but I won't know what it's for.
It's a Mazda.
Sure, it's for Fiat.
Oh, nobody wants that. What else we got, Jeff?
From the Pop Culture Cafe. So, what do you guys think of bologna and whipped cream sandwiches? Discuss.
That is disgusting.
I have never had one.
Nor do I want one.
I may attempt to try one.
Maybe Blondie can make it for you.
Maybe she could.
Live on the air?
You want me to come back next week and eat a bologna and whipped cream sandwich?
I might actually listen.
Yes, I do.
I'll have to remember that. Or you'll have to remind me to bring some bologna and whipped cream.
Okay.
Now,
Unless you had bologna and whipped cream here.
I got whipped cream, but it's in the bed. Never mind. Never mind.
Now, do we need the spray whipped cream or the like the tub of
Cool
Whip?
Whip. The Cool Whip.
Let's discuss.
That's the intriguing question.
I'm going with the Ready Whip, the spray can. I think that would probably be the best.
I
What do
would
you
say
think?
whatever's more easily available.
I think you can get any of them at a store.
But if you
cold.
already had whipped cream in one of those two forms, you might want to use that.
Don't think I do. I think I
I
would
feel like
have
Cool
to.
Whip goes moldy quicker,
Well,
so
I
I would
was-
go the Ready Whip.
But if you're picking it up on the way over, Cool Whip is frozen. So you have to let it thaw.
So do Ready Whip, Jeff.
I'll have to. I know what I'll do. I'll check the ingredients and the nutritional information.
And see which one's unhealthier and pick that one?
Exactly.
Okay, good call. Now, are you going to get bologna from the deli or the ones prepackaged? It's a tough call.
No, it isn't. They're the same fucking thing.
No, they taste different.
It's still bologna. Yeah. I mean,
okay, so you're eating a bologna and whipped cream sandwich. What are you doing? Whipped cream sandwich.
Whipped cream sandwich.
That sounds disgusting.
It sounds very disgusting. Now, the next question, it's a sandwich. What type of bread are we looking at?
I would say white or wheat.
Or wheat. So just...
Maybe a sandwich thing? No.
Yeah, are we doing, like sliced bread, or am I doing like a hoagie sandwich?
Oh, that's not get crazy. I would do a regular
Cut one bun down the middle and load up the bologna and spray the whipped cream on.
Pop culture picks next week.
All right.
Let us know which one. What type of
tell me
sandwich.
how to eat it.
Okay, wait a minute. Well, I think this has the making of something good. At the Comic Expo, people could come up with disgusting things that you guys have to eat.
That Jeff can eat.
No, just any. Blake wouldn't care, would he? No, he didn't care.
Answer,
Okay.
He didn't say
like
no.
He also had, "Hey gents, anyone else happy to see Archer returning this weekend?" I am. I love that show.
I love the show and I watch it, but I never faithfully follow it. So
Comes back this weekend.
Yeah, I heard and I'll watch it, and I should just start watching it from the beginning. And I've probably seen a dozen episodes or whatnot, and I loved every one I've seen, but it's not one of those that I have been addicted to.
Let's see what else we got.
We're going on to Professor Number One at Doctor Number One.
Okay.
It says, since Blake isn't there, wrestling questions.
Okay.
Who is the greatest intercontinental champion ever?
Miz.
Honky Tonk Man.
Scab Jeff?
I have never seen wrestling before in my life.
Oh, we'll watch Annie Hall 8 times. That's good. Anyways, go ahead. Jeff?
Did Benoit ever have
That's a pretty good guess for the number of times that I've actually seen Annie Hall.
Oh, what's that? Benoit did, yes.
Did Jericho?
Yes. Oh, yeah, Jericho's like 11-time champ, I think. Or
the Intercontinental?
Yes.
Well, I'm saying Jericho.
Good call. I don't have a problem with that.
He's the best wrestler ever, so
there you
he's
go.
The best Intercontinental champ.
What's next?
Who's the hottest women's wrestler ever?
Lita.
Fabulous Moolah?
Miss Hancock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She always had the glasses. And
from WCW? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think you're right on that one.
I'll tell you who it's not. Is Eddie Guerrero's wife.
Vicky?
Yeah, Vicky.
Excuse me. Let's see here. He has one more question.
And he wants to know who is the hottest male wrestler ever.
Sean Stasiak was pretty buff.
Whoever that is.
He couldn't wrestle. He was named Meat.
Oh, Meat.
Let's see.
I'm leaning towards Bray Wyatt.
I was thinking Bastion Booger.
Oh, yeah, with the hump. Remember he had the hump.
Yeah.
How about Al Knuckleball Schwartz, MVP? I think he was hot. You don't know what's behind that mask. There's something. Hillbilly Jim. That wasn't just a leg. He had something else going on there. I'm telling you right now. Scab Jeff, what do you think?
Well, the only four that I know of are Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, The Rock, and John Cena.
Give you the Rock. I'll give you the Rock. He probably
You know
is.
Macho Man Randy Savage. He sold you Slim Jims.
Okay, I do know him.
You know why he knows Hulk Hogan? Mr. Nanny. Big fan of it.
Oh, I thought you meant a sex tape.
Macho Man Savage probably doesn't look good with a tree in his face, so.
Probably not.
Probably not good. I think Greg Valentine was a hot piece of ass. Or Adrian Adonis. That's a tough call. Nikolai Volkov?
I'm going to say, you mentioned the Hammer. I'll go with the Anvil. Jim Neidhart.
Oh, yeah. That is a whipped cream sandwich right there. I would like to be in that.
Between the Hammer and the Anvil?
Oh, yeah. If you like to find
If you are listening to this, guys, please come to the Comic Expo and make this happen.
Jim Anvil. I think they're on Grindr as that, too. The Anvil and the Hammer. I would not look that up.
Grindr, is that with an ER or just an R?
I think it's just an R.
Okay.
The Grindr was a TV show with Rob Lowe.
Okay.
We are actually going to skip ahead real quick, do something out of order because Scab Jeff has to leave soon. We're actually going to do the top 5 right now because it was his pick. And then we will go back to a couple other things real quick after that. So we're a little bit out of order. It's bizarro. But Jeff, play us some top 5 music. Scab Jeff, what's our top 5 since you picked it?
Top 5. I'm not even sure. It's something with Paul Reiser. The top 5 Paul Reiser films or TV roles.
Top 5 Paul Reiser roles.
You're a big fan of Paul Reiser. Who isn't? You can follow him at Paul Reiser. He may break back, Paul. Come on.
He hasn't yet, but he may.
He may. He's not on Twitter much. So, top 5 Paul Reiser. What is your number 5, Scab Jeff?
I have Beverly Hills Cop.
I have that as number 5 as well.
I have that at number 2.
Beverly Hills Cop 1 or 2? Or both together?
I have one. I'm not going to...
Oh, okay.
Oh, I hope you did. I had both of them.
Okay.
At number 5.
Well, you're not going yet. Just wait.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just saying, he took it from me.
I had a thought.
Put it on the board.
I only took half of your number 5.
Okay. Doug, what's your number 5?
This was really tough.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't believe I've seen this, but it sounds pretty good. So his appearance in 2005 on the Tony Danza talk show.
Oh!
I want to see that.
I do kind of...
Now we'll have to look that up, because that
Yes.
Tony Danza talk show was not good.
I don't even remember that.
I do
saw
remember
an
that now that you
episode or
bring it
two
up.
of it.
Okay.
That was tucked in the back of my mind that I never wanted to hear
It was
again.
better than the Chevy Chase talk show.
So Paul Reiser was just like a guest on it?
Yes, apparently so.
So like the Tonight Show or anything like that probably
That was an
has?
option. That
That
was an option.
to just
It's a
go
role.
as himself. I almost did that. Night show, late night.
I went through the movies
Late
and
Late
went,
Show.
or went through
Appeared at the
actors.
Emmys that one year.
That was an option. He hosted the Cable Ace Awards. I almost had that on there.
Ooh, I didn't need that hosting. That's actually something
I
that
should
I
have
would.
put I didn't even notice
Who
that
hasn't
one.
hosted the Cable Ace Awards?
I have not hosted the Cable Ace Awards.
Jeff, what's your
Tara Reid has not hosted the
Oh, yeah,
Cable
because
Ace
her
Awards.
boobs are distracting. Number 5, Jeff.
My number 5 Paul Reiser role is his role as an author. He wrote the books Couplehood, Parenthood, and Familyhood. I haven't read them, but as comedians who write books, he's probably one of the better ones.
My dad actually has one of those. I think he does. I like it. Good job, Jeff. Good job.
And we heard your 5. So Jason,
Oh, no. My number 5 is Beverly Hills Cop 1. You took that. And 2. No one took
That's
that.
another one of mine.
No.
I took the other one.
Oh, yours
Scab
is
Jeff, did you have
separated?
2?
Well, they were tied.
I did not.
Oh,
have
they're
to.
tied. Okay.
That was your number 2?
I was tied for number 2. Yeah.
Thank God he wasn't in 3, because that was a piece of shit.
Did you steal one of Jeff's?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
My number 4.
He was crap in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
What?
He wasn't that good. It wouldn't have made my list.
I think you could have stopped that. Beverly Hills Cop 2 was crap. You could have stopped at that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll get Massage in there or whatever.
But I will say he had a great character name in Beverly Hills Cop.
What was it?
He played Jeffrey.
Wait, is it E-R-Y or R-E-Y?
It's R-E-Y.
No.
Well, that's the good one.
Well, it's close enough.
I'm being
to good.
different. I'm R-E-Y.
No, that's his.
Fuck you, Jason.
I think he was trying to direct that at me.
You can't make fun of the E-R-Ys. Only the R-E-Ys can make fun of the E-R-Ys.
Yeah.
I'm so confused by who's E-R-Y and
And we
R-E-Y.
both are allowed to make fun of those who started with a G.
Who doesn't? Jeff.
Well, even non-Jeffs can make fun of the G's.
It's like the Jets and the Sharks here.
When you're a jet all the way.
When
from
you're a
your
Jeff.
first cigarette to your last night.
When you're a Jeff all the way. Unless you're a G. Then you can go fuck yourself.
I like that.
You know, I do sing a little Hamilton, too.
Not
I got
today,
one
you
shot.
All right, what's your number 4 there, Jason?
He was awesome as the homosexual character and best friend of Helen Hunt in As Good as It Gets.
That was my number 3.
Number 3.
Number 4!
Number 3.
You took my number 3, you bastard.
Jeff, did you not have As Good as It Gets?
I do not have As Good as It Gets.
He was awesome in that. That's my number 4. Jeff, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is his performance in the TV show Mad About You.
Actually, I don't have that.
Me neither.
I'm the only one that watched Mad About You.
I've seen it.
Oh, I watched it. I still don't have
I like the theme song too.
Ugh.
Ugh, you don't even know what it is.
Mad about you.
Yeah, you're
I'm mad
so wrong.
about you. When you're a Jeff, shut up. Go ahead, Doug. What's your number 3? 4.
4. My Two Dads. He was in that. Not for him, But
for
Greg Evigan, who was BJ and the Bear. You know.
Yeah, that's why it fell to like an honorable mention
Yeah,
for me
yeah.
because Greg Evigan was the one that carried that show.
But I think he lifted Paul Reiser up.
Enough to make your list.
Yes, yes. I had the Tony Danza talk show. There wasn't a lot of
Yeah, I'm really glad that Paul Reiser hasn't responded to this yet. Scab Jeff, what's your number 3? 4? What are you at? 4.
I read that he was in Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't remember the episode, but Curb Your Enthusiasm, he had to be good in there, right?
I would say so, yes.
So I'm going with that for my number 4.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and your number 3.
Diner.
That was my number 2.
That was a good movie. That was
that was legitimately a great movie. So can't believe you didn't have that higher, man. You stole it. Stole my number 2 from me. On the board.
What's your number 3, Doug?
as good as it gets. Him and his little dog, you know.
I loved it. Jeff?
I also had as good as it gets.
Okay. My number 3, I don't think it was him, but they impersonated him on Family Guy. He did stand-up. Peter Griffin saw it. It's a tie. Who beat it?
Oh.
So it was him on Family Guy.
Him being made fun of on Family Guy.
Yes. And he was in Autofocus, and I really liked him in that. So...
They have nothing to do with one another.
Oh, no, but it's awesome. He's a creepy guy in it. So, okay, that's my number 3. My number 2, it hasn't come out yet, but Stranger Things, I'm sure he's going to be great in. That's my number 1. Why is everyone stealing my list?
But he hasn't even been in it yet.
They filmed them already. And I'll put it this way. If season 2 is just half as good as season 1, it's better than everything else that was available for this.
And he's got to be better than Sean fucking Astin in it. So there you go.
Sean Astin's in it?
Yeah. Doug, what's your...
But he won't be as good as Matthew Modine.
That's true. He played 2 parts. What's your number 3? Good. Oh, no. What was your number 2?
My number 2 was Diner.
Okay. Doug, what's your number 2?
My number 2 was Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
So they were both taken.
Okay. Scab Jeff, what's your number 2?
Aliens.
Not on my list.
No.
Aliens didn't make your list.
Overrated movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Higher rated than the other ones.
No, I kind of want to see the Tony Danza show with him on it. I'll be honest. He did awesome in Autofocus. I'm sorry.
Aliens is probably the 3rd best of the Alien series, but still.
Yeah, the Prison Planet was great.
Maybe it should have gone. Maybe Diner should have been higher.
Yes.
Can I switch?
No. You made your choice. You announced
Diner, was that the one with Flo who said Kiss My Grits?
Kiss my grits!
No.
No, that was Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore.
Okay.
Oh, that was a classic.
Was that the one where she fakes the orgasm in the diner?
No. That wasn't it either. Oh. That was when Harry came on Sally or something.
That movie's 30 years old. I never heard that porn version. How did I not hear
I think I just made it up. It could be out there. I don't know. Check your Google.
No, I'm not Googling that on my phone. Scab Jeff, what's your number 1?
By far the best movie that he's done, Whiplash.
See, I haven't seen it, so I can't.
With Drew Barrymore?
No, the guy who did La La Land. His
there you go.
His directorial
what's your number
debut. Fantastic. He played the dad, I think. Yeah, he definitely played the dad.
Okay, time out. Did you just become a Rain Man over there?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
played the dad.
Okay, I've seen this movie. I don't remember him in it, but I like the movie. He played Dr. Elliot Pellman in Concussion.
Oh, with Will Smith?
Yeah, well, actually wasn't a bad film.
Okay.
You see, I didn't see the movie on that one either, so I couldn't.
Yeah, so that's
I
why
actually looked today through. I actually looked through Hulu and Netflix and HBO Go, and they didn't have Concussion, so I couldn't watch it.
Actually,
today.
wasn't. When it first came out, it's
I
like,
wanted to see it.
Yeah, but it was even Alec Baldwin.
Oh.
He was decent in it.
I hate you, Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin, you are worthless, Alec Baldwin.
What's your number 1, Jeff?
My number 1 was Stranger Things Season 2.
Okay. My number 1 is actually a TV show that was on FX, I think. Married. He was awesome in that. It was on for 2 seasons.
I liked that show. I didn't realize he was in it at all. I even looked through his filmography and didn't see it.
He was the married to the crazy lady that did cocaine and everything else, the friend. And he was
okay.
but like in the first season, you're like, well, he's kind of a stick in the mud and all that. He married this younger woman, and they're having problems, but like, yeah, he's got a stick in the mud. And then by season 2, you're like, this lady's batshit crazy. This guy's awesome. Paul Reiser was a lot like I loved his character in it. So I'm going with married.
I almost picked Men of a Certain Age, and then I realized that was Ray Romano. So.
I was getting it mixed up with Billy Crystal.
So you wanted to go Soap?
When Harry Met Sally.
King Sally. We did have some top 5 listener picks. I was quite surprised by the response. Chris at 365, good day, mate. Had Beverly Hills Cop, Aliens, and Whiplash. That's literally all I can think of. So there you go.
Whiplash was very good.
From Dev.
Very good.
Number 5, Ivan Turbell in Remington Steele.
I missed that episode of Remington Steele.
Number 4, Jeffrey Friedman in Beverly Hills Cop. Number 3, Jeffrey Friedman in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Number 2, Carl in One Night at McCool's. Never saw that.
I had that on my honorable mention, One Night at McCool's.
Number 1, Paul Buckman in Mad About You. He tied it. And Michael Taylor in My Two Dads because Hobie that shit. Good job. Honorable mention, Paul Reiser in The Paul Reiser Show. Funny People, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Carl Leifer, Gaudy, Bowdy, and Blue. So he's playing himself. So
Carol Leifer?
Yeah, Carol.
Or Carl Leifer.
This is the sequel. Exotic Geek had Paul Buckman as Mad About You at number 5. Number 4, Michael Taylor in My Two Dads. Number 3, Paul Reiser, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Number 2, Jeffrey in Beverly Hills Cop 1.
R-E-Y.
And
the 1 is number 1, not Beverly Hills Cop 1.
Oh, sorry, Beverly Hills Cop. Number 1, Burke in Aliens. So thank you guys for that. And Jeff, thanks for your top 5 Paul Reiser ones.
Well, we can get him to respond now.
I don't think he's going to respond after listening to this episode.
You think he's listening?
I don't think he has anything else going on. He just raps Stranger Things.
When the best I could say is a role that hasn't been released yet is his best, and books I've never read are his 5th best.
Now, time out, though. We have given him a lot of marketing here. So I think it would be perfectly fine. I think you would like it.
No.
I'm just saying.
I like him. He's not a bad actor. It's just his roles, like, it felt like he'd done a lot more.
And nobody chose Bye Bye Love.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed at you, Jason.
Well, it was not a good movie, but it was better than La La Land, so, what isn't?
What I'm going to say is I never even heard of Bye Bye Love until you started bringing it up.
I did see it a lot. We didn't have cable growing up. It was on regular TV a lot.
When I told my wife what the top 5 was, she said, that Bye Bye Love.
See? She has good taste. She wouldn't watch Ghost in the Shell. Did she watch it?
No.
See? Good taste. Good taste.
But she was disappointed of the nipples.
Oh, wait a minute. Would she like a whipped cream sandwich?
Wow.
With bologna.
My kid likes bologna sandwiches and he likes whipped cream, and I'm not sure he's acquired the ability to differentiate between
them?
Sweet and salty on the same thing, so he might like it.
Well, Scab Jeff, we appreciate you coming on. Doug's going to stay here for a little bit longer. We're almost done, but we're going to do some News of the Geek, box office bombs, and wrap it up. But thank you, Scab Jeff.
Thanks for having me. Yay me.
Hey, Hobie listeners. We're doing September 22nd through 24th. If anything, if you're in Cincinnati, you should probably come to the Cincinnati Comic Expo at the Duke Energy Center. It's a fun-filled weekend with lots and lots of fellow geeks and nerds. Here's some of the stars coming. Julian Glover from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, from Game of Thrones. He plays the Heatmeister, I think. We also have Greg Capullo, the artist from Batman. We got John Ratzenberger, Cliff Clavin himself, and in every other Pixar films. I wish I should probably lead with that instead of the Cliff Clavin, because no one has seen that in years. We also have Adam Hughes, who was on Wonder Woman. And we got Carrie Yules from The Princess Bride, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, and many other films. So, if you're in the Cincinnati area, September 22nd through the 24th, 2017, go to the CincinnatiComicExpo.com, get your tickets, and we will see you at the expo.
In a world
world where so many podcasts offer TV and movie news, along comes another one filled to the brim with podcasty goodness that is only slightly better at best.
Admit it, you're always looking for a new brand of meaningless movie nonsense in your podcast diet.
Look for the 365 Flicks podcast on Twitter, iTunes, Stitcher, and all good third-party podcast apps. You can also swing by the Facebook page.
Come join in on the adventures of Kev, a pissy ex-video store clerk.
And Chris, a Scottish Whedon Hall.
We're your vocal heroes of pissy opinion.
We bring you all the latest TV and movie news, reviews, and general geeky rants.
As well as a bunch of top fives that you really won't care about. So whether you're Team Iron Man or Team Cap,
you're Team Batman or Team Superman,
drop on by the 365 Flicks podcast, where the Chris vs. Kev Civil War never stops.
This is the podcast you're looking for.
It's time for another episode of News of the Geek. Yeah, I did that wrong.
Did you do it wrong?
I did it wrong.
No.
I'm keeping it, but I did that wrong. We're still recording.
Oh, okay.
My sickness is getting to me.
Man, Blake is gone and this whole show just goes downhill.
Blake's the glue that holds us together.
Blake, come back. Up until this point, the DC film universe has been told mostly in a linear timeline. It has.
What is the DC
there's been
universe?
3 movies in the DCEU.
Man of Steel,
Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Let's see. Now, there are a few flashbacks here and there, but most notably in Suicide Squad. But the upcoming Wonder Woman film is set mostly during World War I, and it could be adopting a non-linear approach. While promoting Wonder Woman with comicbook.com, DC Films producer Charles Roven spoke about the timeline. For example, end quote. Example. Like, the Justice League movie will take place in a universe that's post-Batman v Superman. Just like Batman v Superman takes place in a universe that's post-Man of Steel. Well, yes. When we're dealing with either The Flash or Aquaman, since they would take place in a universe that has happened after Justice League, the characters in the world will be informed by the movies that preceded them. Except that there's flashbacks or whatever within those particular movies and flash forwards within those particular movies.
What the hell does that mean?
I have no idea.
It means time travel.
When we talk about Arthur Curry, we talk about the universe when the movie starts in terms of him and where he is obviously Atlantis, where he is, and obviously Atlantis exists and has existed before the timeline of his movie. But both Justice League director Zack Snyder, hack, and Aquaman director James Wan, good call, collaborate on what the look of both movies will be. So, in other words, I don't think he has a clue either. He said they could take place in the past, maybe not.
They're just collaborating. You know, if it'll take place in the past, fine.
Who cares?
Wonder Woman is, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. People are smart enough to realize, especially if you put 8 years ago when you start the movie.
And I saw another trailer for Wonder Woman. I'm a little worried because Doug posted something about, people behind the scenes of DC are worried about Wonder Woman.
Somebody saw like the rough cut or something and said it's a mess.
She doesn't have she has shaved armpits. I can't watch
it.
Oh, what a travesty.
Yeah, I don't think that was the studio complaining about that one.
No, it's too many stupid people. I hope it's really good. I hope Wonder Woman is good. I really hope it is. I'm excited, but I'm kind of paranoid now because I don't trust them with their films. That's the issue. I hope
what is really good? I mean, a period piece like this, I think Captain America, the First Avenger, I don't think that was really a blockbuster because it kind of took place in the 40s. So compared to the Marvel that was out at the time, it was a good movie, but, didn't do that well. The bar set so low, though, does it matter?
Here's the issue. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think people are excited for Wonder Woman because she can be a good character. And not trying to get into the, male-women thing here, but here's the issue. If this bombs, does everyone else kind of step back on Gotham Sirens? Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, or whatever it's called?
Shazam?
No, female-led role. Oh. Are they worried about that then? I don't think so because I don't think Marvel is going to...
Marvel ain't going to worry about it.
Marvel doesn't give a shit about what DC does because they're so backwards.
Yeah, Marvel still should have had a Black Widow movie out by now.
They should. We'll get to that in a second, too, because Joss Whedon is doing Batgirl. Did you see that?
I did not.
Writing and directing Batgirl for DC.
Movie?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Barbara Gordon Batgirl?
Yes.
Is this part of the universe?
Yes.
Okay, now...
They don't know how much, though.
Okay, now I remember mentioning this, and I'm not the only one, way back when DC came out with all the movies. This is going to be our universe. And it was like...
87
Whoa. Why don't you just make a few at a time like Marvel did before you announce everything?
Yes.
Because what if something sucks and then you're stuck with the sequel?
Man of Steel did it. Oh, God.
They're not stuck with it. They cancel it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, they're not afraid to pull things off their schedule, even though it makes them look bad.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to see them do well. I mean,
I do too.
I'm not a big Superman fan, but I'd like to see them do.
I want to see them.
Competition's
make good. Yes. Look what happened in WWE after WCW folded for a while. But it's the same thing.
No,
Competition
folded for good.
Well, no, I mean WWE was bad for a while. It's getting better. Anyways, I feel like with Superman, I don't give a shit about. But now DC's going all in on the female-led properties, which is fine. I have no issue with that. I have no problem with that one bit. And again, they're also DC's pushing the female superhero action figures. Your daughter, I think, has some. My daughter has some. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
I love those.
They had a cartoon on Cartoon Network, I think, in a clip. I didn't quite understand because Poison Ivy's a good guy or good girl. That threw me off.
My daughter got that for Christmas, the DVD movie of it. She likes it, and my son actually likes it, but it is a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
Like, Harley Quinn is not really crazy.
Okay, now speaking of DC movies, does this go into play with, did you see what the guy in Marvel had said? Now, I think he's backtracked on it, but basically, they changed all these characters to be more diverse, and sales went down.
Yes, they're comic books.
And then, there's back and forth.
No, you know why their sales went down? They have too many fucking multi-arcs, mega events?
Well, their story writing has gone down. That's why their sales went down.
Yeah, it's not diversity.
And then, and when you just reboot every year, I mean, people are going to just get tired of it.
Well, the issue is that they made Thor a female, it's Jane Foster as Thor, and all this. I don't have a problem with some of that, but Tony Stark is no longer Iron Man. It's a female in it,
right?
Which is actually looks interesting, her role. But the thing is,
but she's Ironheart, or she's going to be, so she'll be somebody different.
But that's the thing; they still want Bruce Banner. They still want Tony Stark. They don't have all those characters are dead in the story in the comic books.
Oh, they're dead.
Tony Stark, I think, is in a coma, and Bruce Banner's dead. They went through the list of who, the original character. Wolverine's dead. I think he was overplayed, anyways.
Yeah, they need to cut Wolverine back a long time ago.
But these are the guys that sell your comic books are all dead or gone. So they're like, well, that's fine if you're doing different things, diversity, which is great because comic books were made by the 1950s and 60s by white people, so it's no issue.
And I understand that, but this goes back to my gripe of Ghostbusters and the next Ocean's 11 or whatever.
Ocean's 8.
Yeah.
8 or 9, I don't remember.
But why can't you just come up with new characters for women? Why do you have to rehash?
Yeah.
Well, but we're too stupid to come up with a good character for them. We'll just make them Thor.
Yeah. Because let me tell you, Gotham Sirens sounds awesome. I like that. It's all original characters from the comic books, but I mean they're original characters. No one's taking the place of...
And I think a superhero movie with Megan Fox and Lindsay Lohan is gold. That's gold.
It's gold, Jerry. It's gold.
Did they cast them?
I think they each have come out saying, we want to be this, which I'm so tired of seeing that. This person wants to play this. This person,
Of course they want me in a superhero franchise.
Vin Diesel's on every list of wanting to play somebody.
And was it Anna Kendrick she wants to play Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
Well, no, if you read the article, her brother said, hey, you'd make a good Squirrel Girl. Yes. And then all of a sudden
she would make a good Squirrel Girl.
She would make good anything. She would make a good wife. Always on the lookout.
I did buy my daughter a new Squirrel Girl book.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did she like it?
It's not a comic book. It's a chapter book. I didn't realize that.
Oh, did she?
So we're reading that so far. Just a couple pages.
I will say, going through the toy store like Target, I love that they're actually making women superhero action figures.
You say that now because you have a daughter. Growing up, you never said that. You said less girls, more boy toys.
I had a lot of girl toys growing up.
No doubt.
Woodsies.
Wait, I see them in your basement now.
Care Bears.
Care Bear is a unisex toy.
It's an awful toy.
I wasn't saying that, but I'm saying it
Our
was
mother
unisex.
wanted a girl. Cabbage Patch.
She still does.
She does. No, now my daughter gets all the things. Well, it's her last granddaughter. Here's a Woodsies. Thanks.
So how is Jed doing?
Jed?
Isn't that your Cabbage Patch kid?
Yeah, Olin Jed.
Olin Jed. Oh, okay.
Shut up.
You have a Cabbage Patch kid named OJ?
Olin Jed.
I didn't realize that.
He comes with gloves. They don't fit, though. They never fit.
That's why he was acquitted.
Well, we hit a couple of our things. Okay, let's do some box office bombs and wrap this sucker up.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, the bombs this week. Let's see. Ghost in the Shell. As Scab Jeff had talked about earlier, well, he didn't like it. It bombed with only $19 million in its opening week on a $110 million budget. 42% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Does anyone have a desire to see this?
I didn't know.
No.
Honestly, I've never seen anything. I've heard of the property, but I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Nope. Okay.
The Power Rangers had a staggering drop-off in its second weekend with a drop-off of 64%. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Huge.
$40 million opening week. What did it get this week?
Oh, I'm sorry. Just go to the next thing. Domestic total.
That brings the domestic total to $65 million. So that'd be $15 million this week.
Yeah.
Or even less because the weekday.
Yeah.
So probably around $10 million.
$14.5 million made. We'll get to that in box office news.
Oh, okay. Oh, it is there. I didn't think it stayed in the top 5.
It was number 4.
Foreign totals are only $32.7 million since it opened, and the film had a budget of $105, so it hasn't made its budget back even with overseas.
When we talked about earlier, they were talking about 6 films.
Yeah, it remains to be seen if they will go forward with more movies.
Okay, bombs. Okay, Chips.
Yes, Chips was a bomb.
Was big.
Chips was a bomb.
Even though it's not a 1 week.
We kind of skipped bombs last week, so we didn't get
Okay,
Chips.
and is Kong. I know you liked it. Mm-hmm. It's made $479 million worldwide.
Yes.
On a $185 million budget. You're supposed to make 3 times your budget, right?
Yeah, because you
If
figure
not
the
more.
marketing was probably at least $100 million.
I would think, yeah.
I mean, it was everywhere.
I mean, it's just...
I'll put it this way. If you break even, I have a hard time calling it a bomb.
They did say...
But I don't think it... Not a bomb so much. I mean, you look like...
Just doesn't do expectations.
Batman versus Superman. Yeah, I mean, even... I was going to say, Logan. Okay, it's made $200 million or whatever. But
it's a hit for the X-Men franchise.
Okay. Now is it here? I was checking this. Adjusted for inflation, it's in 6th place out of the 10 Wolverine or 10 X-Men movies.
Okay.
That's including Deadpool. So I don't know if you want to count that.
Okay.
Oh, that includes Deadpool.
That's number 1 for adjusted for inflation. Logan has beaten X-Men Origins Wolverine.
It could have. Yeah.
X-Men First Class.
Ooh, really? First Class was one of the best.
Yeah, it was.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, good for that. Apocalypse.
And the Wolverine. That's the only ones it's beaten.
So it shows people don't really want to see individual Wolverine movies.
I don't think anybody did. I mean, and Logan was great. But
I liked Logan.
I think part of it is also the other X-Men movies, the budget might be a little bit higher than Logan was. So I think after it may not have done as well, but profit-wise it did.
Personally, I know I liked the Wolverine, but I know a lot of people...
I hated the ending.
The ending was bad. Their Silver Samurai was terrible.
Yeah.
Everything up until that.
I was okay with it.
Yeah, and it followed like the comic books. So maybe I'm coming from a thing where I read close to that storyline in the comic books, where people who are just know Wolverine from the movies were completely taken aback by the Japan setting and all that stuff.
So the issue I had was, and I've said this before, is when he's in the village and the ninjas are shooting at him, there was no fight scenes. They just captured him. And I would have liked to have seen a couple more fight scenes in that area that they showed. And I thought that was on a couple weeks ago as well. It was that scene.
I wonder
and
if
I was
they had an extended version of that.
The rumor was that there was supposed to be
like an R-rated or something, or unrated. I thought the unrated had a lot more in that battle scene.
It would have been neat to see. Kong, they said Their expectations were they were hoping to hit 500 million. And the reason
Worldwide.
is, because Kong does not do as well as Godzilla.
Okay.
And so they said they were okay with that because they set it up to get to the next movie to get to Godzilla, and then you do Godzilla versus Kong. Issue is, I love Kong. I thought it was great. The issue was, though, is it really going to be a big... Is people really craving Godzilla versus Kong?
Okay, in the same token, the new, I guess, Mummy trailer came out.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by it.
So now you're having, and supposedly Tom Cruise might be Van Helsing, and Dracula's... Do you need I don't know. I mean...
Well, Universal needs something.
Right. But, I mean, you're going to have Godzilla and his series.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to have the other movie monsters.
You have Creature Black Lagoon, they said, Mummy, Dracula. They're rebooting Dracula again because Dracula Untold did not do a good job. Even though that was supposed to be the jumping
That was supposed
point.
to be the
What about I, Frankenstein? Is that going to be...
I don't think that's in the same universe.
Okay.
You'll do the Frankenstein
I think it was supposed to be when they were originally talking
Was
about
it?
it. I thought...
With Aaron Eckhart?
With Aaron Eckhart, I thought I, Frankenstein was... Like, they had that movie already, but when they were talking about doing the shared universe, I think they were planning on that being in it until it bombed.
So that was supposed to be in it. Bomb, we're kidding that. Okay, Dracula Untold. This is when we start off. Never mind, forget that. Now the Mummy. The Mummy looks okay, but I don't know if it does it well.
It looks like a Mission Impossible movie. You know, it looked more action.
I did like the plane scene.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. And I like the character of the Mummy in it. She looks better, but I kind of want Brandon Fraser.
No, nobody.
No,
one
said that. Keep going, Jeff. What you got?
Box office news and world report for this weekend. Unfortunately, number one movie in the United States, Boss Baby, made $49 million in its opening weekend on an unknown budget.
Very disappointing in you in America.
Yes, America, you suck. Is this what we have to look forward to under Donald Trump?
What have you heard about this? I've heard
Obama.
I've heard it's been horrible, and then I heard for adults it's actually pretty funny. I don't know.
I'll be honest, I have not heard much about it.
Yeah.
The premise is bad enough that I find it hard.
Yes.
I mean,
they
might have funny jokes in there or something, but
I don't know what the
think for
premise
overall
is. Is he a
it's terrible.
gangster? Which I thought he was originally a gangster. He's not. He works for an organization like a CIA for babies or something.
Yeah, and the brother's helping and that. They're not actually enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they're playing up the enemy thing. That was like the beginning of the movie.
Does your daughter want to see this?
No.
My son does. And I keep telling my wife, I think you should go to this. She said, that's fine if I go to this. I have to go to Emoji. Oh, I don't know.
Someone in
about
your family wants to see that one?
My son does want to see that. I'm like, come on, I'm giving you better taste than this.
No, you just need to tell your son you don't always get what you want.
It's good to want things.
Yeah.
We did avoid Sing. We avoided that. He's like, when are we going to see that? Oh, it's out in theaters.
My daughter
say that was good though.
Yeah, and it probably.
My daughter really doesn't want to ask her to go see movies.
See, my son.
She's too busy watching YouTube videos of adults opening toys or kids playing with dolls. I don't get it.
Better than Minecraft videos.
Well,
my 3-year-old watches Baby Alive.
yes, she's watched those
How
before.
they poop everything. What? That's fucking disgusting. No, you're not watching that. Get that off. Ugh. Yeah, my son loves movies, and he'll sit through them, and I love taking him, but I'm like, oh, Boss Baby. Oh, Emoji Movie. Which one's worse? I figure Emoji Movie's got to be worse, right?
So that's one nice thing. See, we've brainwashed our daughter. She's 7, and she's in June. It'll be her 10th time going to Disney. So that's pretty much all she watches.
Movies are cheaper.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
Is she excited about Avatar Land? Who isn't?
We watched part of it, and she was kind of interested. And I've never seen the whole movie. I've seen parts of it. I didn't realize how cartoony it was when
It does look very cartoony.
Wow.
It's not good.
The best part was Jason Brown's role in it. Jason C. Brown.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Yes. She picked him out. She's like, "Who's that alien?" I said, "That's Jason Brown."
He was on Hobie twice, and he is amazing.
Twice
times. And we're sending him a shirt, so he's going to get a picture taken with Kevin James.
Will he put it in one of his TV shows?
Kevin can wait. I hope.
No,
I think.
Jason C. Brown.
The shirt.
You know what? That's a good question to ask.
For some reason, I doubt the network will let that happen.
I beg to differ.
All right.
Was it?
Depends. Is it NBC? Because they won't care.
I was going to say on Scrubs, the one guy used to wear Jeremy Shockey's Jersey.
Really?
Dr. Cox.
I never saw Scrubs that much.
How can you not watch Scrubs? Scrubs was an excellent show.
Up until the last season.
You know, I thought it was still great. It just wasn't Scrubs.
No, right.
They shouldn't have called it Scrubs.
Right.
They should have called it a spin-off.
Yes.
And said After Scrubs or whatever.
After Scrubs.
Because...
that worked for Aftermath, so yeah.
Because, what's her name was so great? I forgot the actress's name, but the one who played the doctor who J.D. called Joe after the Facts of Life.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But she's great, and I didn't realize, because I never watched Happy Endings, I didn't realize she was in Happy Endings until that got canceled. And I went, because I was wondering why should they never cast her. Apparently they did, and I didn't watch. But
did you see Making History? Adam
Pally.
Yeah.
He just got arrested.
For drugs.
Pot
and cocaine.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
They found cocaine on him.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Well, he was, smoking out in the open, so
Yeah.
they stopped him and then found cocaine, allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't think Making History's coming back. We just saw we're one episode behind. I like that show.
I think we are, too.
We just got done with the trivia one, and he dressed up as Cher. Did you see that?
Yes.
I don't know who Cher is, but I appreciate you trying. The lady from the past.
So you didn't see when he went back to the 90s?
No.
Not yet, no.
That one was great.
Okay. I like the show.
Yeah.
I like the trivia was funny. I know who sings that. You did, my boyfriend. Nope. All right, let's wrap this sucker up.
All right, number 2 this week, Beauty and the Beast fell with $47.5 million, a total of $395.5 million on a budget of $160 million.
Ghost in the Shell would love to fall to $47 million.
Ghost in the Shell would love to jump up to $47 million, because Ghost in the Shell made $19 million in its opening weekend on a $110 million budget. Power Rangers made $14.5 million, a total of $65 million on a $105 million budget. Oh, come on, people. Go see Power Rangers.
I was kind of surprised it fell that quick because it did get good word of mouth and the critics actually liked it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was getting good word of mouth, so I thought it would go. Maybe third week it'll bounce back. Maybe I'll go spend my...
It could actually bounce out because there's a couple movies that have done that. Hidden Figures kept staying around forever.
Yeah, but that had critical acclaim. I mean, the awards. The trailer for Power Rangers looked good.
There's parts that,
The first one where I didn't even know, where they didn't even show them that much.
The first part when you didn't know what it was, and
Yeah.
then when you're like, wow, that looked good, and it was Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Still no James Van Der Beeken.
Number 5, Kong: Skull Island made $9 million, a total of $148 million on a budget of $185.
Go see it, people. It's really good.
What is considered? I know I realize budget comes into play, but it used to be, hey, if you make $100 million, you're a hit. What's it now? Is it 300?
Well,
domestically?
Yeah.
Well, I think it depends. It does depend on the type of movie. If you're looking at an action summer blockbuster, I think you need at least $300 million.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for like a Hidden Figures, it's $100 million still fits for that.
Yeah. I think 750 is probably worldwide, I think, what they look for. 750 to...
I mean, 100 used to be, oh my gosh, it made $100 million.
Yeah, if you get, I think they want at least $500 million worldwide.
Yeah. Well, now with China and everything else, like Warcraft, they don't care about American numbers. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, no.
They made $500 million in China. Who cares?
We'll release it in America if they, if it doesn't cost us too much to let them see it, but we're not making it for them.
No. They shouldn't make that for anyone.
Upcoming April 7th of 2017. Apparently Jason really wants to see this one, The Case for Christ.
I have no idea what this is.
Oh, is this a Kirk Cameron movie?
No, Erica something from Swim Fan. The crazy lady?
Okay.
Crazy actor, the actress played the crazy lady in it?
Yeah.
She's in it.
Okay.
I'm like, well, that's interesting.
Swim Fan sighting. I'm going under the assumption it's a religious-related movie.
Maybe.
Is this the one where somebody's on trial for teaching?
Oh, no, that's God's Not Dead 2. That already came out.
Oh, okay. Well, because the Case for Christ makes it sound like it's...
Melissa Joan Hart.
No, anything, Doug?
In 1980, Lee Strobel's award-winning investigative reporting earns him a promotion to legal editor at the Chicago Tribune. Things at home aren't going nearly as well. His wife Leslie's newfound faith in Christ compels Lee to utilize his journalistic and legal training to try and disprove the claims of Christianity, pitting his resolute atheism against their growing faith.
That is God's Not Dead. That was the same exact premise of God's Not Dead 1 and 2.
Did they maybe rename God's Not Dead 2 and it's...
No, that was different.
Okay.
God's Not Dead 3, The Case for Christ.
Also coming out, Going in Style, a remake we didn't need.
Is it a remake?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
It was Art Carney was in the original.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotta love Art Carney.
Yeah, the old guys. George Burns, yeah.
Oh,
old guys robbing a bank. Although, I suppose since the bank screwed everybody over in the last 10 years, maybe it's time to rob banks movies.
Allegedly. Okay.
No, they did. There's no alleged about it. The bank screwed people over.
Allegedly.
And also, I know everyone's looking forward to this one. Smurfs: The Lost Village.
Okay, here's the thing. They're making a big deal. They were.
Yeah.
About a year ago that they're remaking it all as a cartoon.
It's all a cartoon, no live action with it.
There's no promo for this, no marketing lately.
Are you serious? I've been seeing these commercials all over the place.
Really?
Yeah.
Even my son doesn't know it's coming out.
I haven't
wow.
I haven't seen one commercial for it.
Whatever I've been watching, it's all over.
I don't know.
What are you watching?
Apparently, I'm trying to think
Nickelodeon.
what I'm watching.
I do know they come in Happy Meal toys now. I saw that.
Reason to avoid it then.
God, I'm thinking like Impractical Jokers. Is it on those? I mean,
son of a biscuit. No wonder my son asked for he wanted a Happy Meal for dinner tomorrow night. Nah, I think he and my wife goes, "Why? Oh, no reason." I hope he didn't see Smurf somewhere. Son of a biscuit.
Yeah, then this one they find the Lost Village is a village of all female Smurfs.
Oh.
I'm stunned you haven't seen the commercial for this.
Yeah, I think I have seen that.
You know what it is?
Is Hank Azaria?
I think I've been seeing it online, watching YouTube. That might be the one that pops up.
Are you watching Baby Alive YouTube videos?
No. I watch a bunch of stupid crap on
YouTube.
On YouTube.
Okay.
But like every so often, every other video it plays, it starts a commercial for you or whatever. That's probably where I've been seeing it.
Sure. I'm going with yes.
So when I'm watching the top 10 surprising weaknesses of comic book characters, they're starting it off with a Smurf commercial.
Seriously, I didn't even see it was come out. That's fine though.
Okay,
keep going.
Buy sell this week. Scarlett Johansson. Bye.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Well, let's thanks everybody for seeing the Bizarro episode. We're a little bit out of whack. We give you whack. Doug, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, no problem.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Scab Jeff. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Thank you, Paul Reiser.
Bad idea of the week. We're actually going to go with a good idea of the week.
Really? I thought we were going to go with Bad Baby for a bad idea of the week.
Boss Baby?
Boss Baby.
Okay, we'll do an up-down for the bad idea of the week. Bad idea of the week, making Boss Baby. Good idea of the week, follow Paul Reiser at Paul Reiser on Twitter. That's your good idea.
Yes.
Bad Baby, what number?
623.
Okay. Good idea for Paul Reiser is 666, so there you go.
Wow.
And Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad.